Jordan White with Austin White and Daniel Richardson. And Riley McAllister with Patrick and Daniel McAllister. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2022 Roseburg High School football team. Also, we would like to introduce Coach Ryan Grosjean. Coach Grosjean has spent 35 years teaching and 36 years coaching for the Roseburg School District. Thank you, Coach, for your commitment to Roseburg kids.
Welcome, everybody, to Finlay Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, as tonight we get ready to bring you Roseburg High School football here on The Score. As we get ready for tonight's matchup, we bring you into the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Tonight, it is senior night, and Roseburg has announced their 9 seniors out on the field here in tonight's pregame. They went through and got a chance to get a hug and a moment with Coach Dave Heiberger as they walked out there with family and looks like pets, 4-legged family out there as well. Welcome you into our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. It's great to be with you, everybody. And it is looking forward very much to what is going to be senior night tonight for Roseburg High School. Final game of the regular season. Roseburg looking to try and get that first win of the year as they welcome in the Grants Pass Cavemen here tonight. As we get ready for the matchup, we did want to take some time here in the pregame show to acknowledge the 9 seniors here on this year's team. Roseburg will be graduating some guys that have really put in a lot of hard work into the program here this year. And those guys are going to be heading off to the locker room now as the cheerleaders are getting acknowledged as well on senior night. And we'll get a shot of them here, the seniors. I unfortunately don't know the cheerleading seniors. I don't know, maybe. Okay. But they're getting acknowledged down there as well here tonight. But here on the football broadcast, taking a look at your seniors for this football team. There's a couple of names that have been with this program for a few years and have put in a lot of hard work, helping the team get to 9-2 last year, putting a lot of work in during their sophomore seasons when there was some lean times during those COVID seasons, that spring year that they had to play in, and then being a part of the program for 4 years with head coach Dave Heiberger here at Roseburg High School. Some of them were in and out of the program and are back for their senior years, and you got to appreciate and commend them for deciding to make a commitment to the team and coming out this year and being a part of the program. And so excited for those young men as well. But taking a look at the list of guys on the seniors graduating from the program this year for Roseburg High School, Tiger Black, who is unfortunately injured tonight. He was in street clothes out there this evening as Roseburg gets ready for this matchup against Grants Pass. James Coleman, another guy that has spent the last 4 years working in this program. Kyler Mills is another one that has been out there as a starter and a contributor for 3 years under head coach Dave Heiberger. You've got others, the likes of James Coleman, Jace Wilder, not James Coleman, but Jace Wilder, Jordan White, Boston Williams, guys that decided to come out for their senior year. And guys we don't get to talk about as often, but have always, those guys that maybe you don't see on the field as often during a game, they still make a big impact. And the fact that they're out there their senior year putting in that hard work week in and week out, they are just as much as part of this program. Guys like Wyatt Mills, Ben Boyce, and Riley McAllister, those are all of your seniors this year for Roseburg, all playing their role on the team this season and being a part of Roseburg football here in 2022. They get acknowledged in the pregame show. We're going to go ahead and take our first break. When we come back, we'll look at tonight's matchup and take a look at where these two teams have been and what's on the line for this evening's contest. Roseburg football coming at you from Finlay Field here this evening. We'll have more as the band is on the field getting us ready for tonight's Friday night football game from Finlay Field in Roseburg, Oregon. Streaming live online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Welcome you back here to Finlay Field at Roseburg High School on senior night. Roseburg and Grants Pass squaring off in a conference matchup. The final game of the regular season. Grants Pass is coming off of a 56-6 loss on the road at Sheldon last week. And if that sounds bad, it's just what the Sheldon Irish have done to practically everybody this season. That program, as if you might have tuned in for the Friday night pregame show here on The Score, you heard head coach of the Grants Pass Cavemen, Brad Page, talking about that team and just how stacked they are. He says that Sheldon's usually a good team. There are years where they're an elite team, and this is one of those years. That program goes undefeated and wins the league title this year. Sheldon finishing off their regular season last night with a 41-0 win over West Salem to finish off their undefeated season and an outright league title. Meanwhile, in that matchup, Grants Pass, they trailed 28-0 after the first quarter. In fact, after the first three plays of the contest offensively for Sheldon, their first three offensive plays for the Irish, they led 14-0. They were up by 35 in the early going of the second quarter, and they just rolled to that victory. Sheldon accumulating 387 yards of offense, which actually feels kind of low, but with the running clock all second half, they probably didn't have a ton of opportunities in the second half because that running clock will eat that up. Meanwhile, Roseburg last week losing 37-0 at South Medford. Did get to a running clock late in that game, but it was late, and that hasn't happened much for Roseburg. They've had a running clock to start the second half a lot of times this season, but last week they were making South Medford earn it. They got out. The Panthers got out to a quick 12-0 lead. They took advantage of an RHS interception. Roseburg did have a chance to get on the board early in the second quarter, but a dropped touchdown pass in the end zone negated an opportunity there, and Roseburg never did reach the red zone again the rest of the way. Their starting center, James Coleman, went out with an ankle injury, and that forced a change at the center position, which ended up affecting the center to quarterback transition, and that was kind of tough. Roseburg shooting themselves in the foot a bit last week, losing 37-0 to South Medford to fall to 0-7 on this season. Roseburg, though, sitting at number 34 in the power rankings. A win tonight could just put them at high enough to get into the Columbia Cup playoff bracket. For Grants Pass, they are number 12. And here comes the Roseburg Indians. They'll take the field here at home, only the second time that they'll officially play a home game this season. Week 2 against Nelson, things got canceled. Later on in the season, they had Sheldon, then they had South Salem. The game got moved to Salem, and because of smoke here, so only the second official home game for Roseburg here this season. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at some keys to the game and get you ready for the start of tonight's ball game here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller. When businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
Welcome, everybody, to Finlay Field for tonight's Roseburg High School football game as we wrap up your Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Here on the Score, we get ready for kickoff. Grants Pass will be accepting the opening kick when we get things started here in just a couple of moments. We are just about ready to play the final game of the regular season as we get Senior night underway. Roseburg in the black jerseys, orange number, front and the back, outlined in white. The black tops, the black trousers with the orange trim down the side. On the other side, it's the white road jerseys for Grants Pass. Blue numbers on the front and the back. They've got the white pants with the blue stripe down the side. The white helmets with a very reflective GP on the helmet. Keeps shining off of the stadium lights tonight here at Finlay Field. Roseburg will be kicking left to right on your radio dial as we get this one underway. Don't forget, tonight's game is streaming with video online at 541radio.com. You can tune in and catch Roseburg High football here on The Score tonight, and also on our YouTube channel. Search 1490 The Score, or on 541radio.com. Live video streaming is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. So the offense will be ready to come out for Grants Pass as they send two guys deep to return. Back for Grants Pass will be Gage Blay. And I believe the other return man is Aiden Dietz. That it is. So we get ready to go here. Roseburg, it'll be Jacob Michael kicking away from left to right. A right-footed boot goes deep over the head of the return guys and into the end zone. Yes, it will be a touchback. I don't believe the Grants Pass was expecting that ball to go quite that deep. So they will set up at their 20. Here comes the offense for the Cavemen. Jace Blanchard, the senior quarterback, will be joined in the backfield most of the time by Trevor Reeves, a senior back. Up along the front line, Connor Johnston, Parker Jarvis, David Hang, Keegan Ingram, and Dante Pierce were the starters last week, and we'll check to see how accurate that continues to be here this week. It does look like maybe a change up there. They will start at their own 20. First down and 10 for the Cavemen. Reeves will motion out of the backfield. They'll pass on a quick screen to the wide receiver on the far side. Tracked down, not a long way to go there on that first down reception. Out on the far side, that is caught by Jackson Tunick, a senior, 6 foot, 168 pounds. And I do believe that was Tyler Reitman that went out there and tracked him down. It's a short gain of just 1 to the 21-yard line on the pass completion for Blanchard to Tunick. Second down and 9 with Reeves in the backfield. They'll give it to him. He pulls it down a wide lane to run through on the left side of the formation. Won't pick up the first down as he gets out to the 29. He'll be a yard shy after the 8-yard run for Trevor Reeves on his first carry tonight. And he sets up the Cavemen at 3rd and a yard as Roseburg will try to get off the field. Nick Parrish out the right end position. Jack Bana and James Coleman at the defensive tackle positions. Roseburg tight to the line. They'll pitch it out into the flats. Makes the cut up field. Got the first down in there. Brevin Harrison helping make the stop along with Brogan Rackley as the pitch out to Reeves will go to the 33-yard line. He picks up 4 and he moves the chains. First down for Grants Pass. Here in the opening period, 10:44 and counting. A minute and 15 seconds off the board. First down of the night for the Cavemen as they will break the huddle and head to the line. Hang is the center who will get ready for the shotgun snap. New man in the backfield is Gage Blay, who shifts to the right of Blanchard. Fake the handoff, rolls out to his right. Reitman chasing, go downfield. Bobble, did he hang on to it? Yes, they will say that the catch is made, and that is Troy Osborne on the reception. He will head to the sideline after making the catch. Goes out to the 39-yard line, a pickup of 6 on the pass completion to Osborne. Trips to the left side for the Cavemen. Empty backfield for Blanchard. Looking to his right, quick pass, first down, and slipping the first tackle. Reitman will sling him out of bounds. In there with him is Landon Hodges as they take the receiver out at the 50-yard line, right at midfield for Jackson Tunick on it. It'll be his first, make that second catch of the night. A 50-yard completion on the pass play. Pickup of 11. Blanchard to Tunick. And it's another first down for Grants Pass. They are eating up some clock and chewing away some yardage here as they get to midfield. Starting at their own 20 on this drive. Pistol formation with Blay behind the quarterback. Now motions to his left and now a motion out of the backfield. He will go on the wheel route. He's wide open, but Blanchard, no time to see him. Roseburg dialed up the blitz at the right time. Brevin Harrison helping get in there on the stop. And they bring down Blanchard on the scramble for a 1-yard gain as he gets across the 50 into Roseburg territory. Out of the backfield, Blay, he was motioned to the left. He was going on the wheel route. He was wide open, but Blanchard had no time to set up to find him. And so they'll set up on 2nd down and 9. Again, they motion the back from the pistol to the left of the quarterback. Back in is Reeves. He'll get it, running up the middle, cuts back to his left. He's into the secondary, and he's down to the Roseburg 40, which should be enough for the first down. The far sideline judge will give him a favorable spot, and he's signaling for the first down. Yeah, he's going to say he just got across the 40-yard line out to the 41, or sorry, the 39, I should say. And so Reeves on the carry will pick up 10. Another first down here on this drive for Grants Pass. Spread out wide to the left is Dietz, along with Kenyon. Reeves in the backfield. Looking to pass, some pressure coming, setting up the throw, goes deep downfield, turning to try and find the ball. Grants Pass came up with it, and they'll call it a catch down to the 6-yard line on the pass completion down to Jackson Tunick. He got behind the defense, and he was able to beat the defender. I want to say Brody Robinson down there. That is a big pass play of 27 yards, and right back to the line goes Grants Pass, and now a penalty flag is out. I'll wait to see the call here. Into the red zone for the first time tonight for Grants Pass, and it's against Roseburg. I missed the call on what the penalty was, but they moved the ball down to the 3-yard line on the penalty. So shotgun snap here for Blanchard. High snap, pulls it down, gives it to Reeves. He was going right. There wasn't much there. He reverts back to his left. Does he get in? Down at the 1-yard line on the carry by Reeves. He'll pick up 2. So just short of the goal line is Grants Pass after the carry by Trevor Reeves. It'll be 2nd and goal. Ball at the 1. Blanchard in shotgun. Will pitch it out to the right side. It's a race to the goal line. In on the touchdown run. It's Gage Bly from 1 yard out. So Gage Bly will take it in for the first score of the night. And Grants Pass will have the early 6-0 lead on Roseburg. I keep saying Bly, it's Blay. Go with the PAT kick here. It's Elijah Leach, the right-footed kicker. Will get it away and sneaks it in the right upright for the PAT. 7-0 here early on in the first quarter. 7:29 to play. Roseburg getting the ball for the first time when we come back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
7-0 score. Roseburg getting the ball for the first time tonight. They will head out there to return it left to right on the kickoff coming by Grants Pass. That was a 10-play drive, 80 yards, capped off by a 1-yard run by Gage Blay to put Grants Pass on top. Kickoff coming from Aiden Dietz. Roseburg with Boston Williams and Landon Hodges deep to return. Williams the leading return man for Roseburg this season. The return will not happen. He caught that one maybe just shy of the goal line, but as he was receiving it, took a step back into the end zone. So it's a touchback to start out the drive for Roseburg. They'll be out at their own 20. Roseburg will send out the offense. Last week it was Brogan Rackley at quarterback, and he will be the starter again here tonight. He'll head on out there. We saw him last week throw for 74 yards, did have 3 interceptions. It was his first start since the game against Sprague. He'll have Caden Eckel in the backfield with him up along the front line. James Coleman back at center, great to see. Brayson Parker to the left, along with Dylan Bradfield, Kyler Mills, and A.J. Baker on the right side as they hand it off to Caden Eckel on first down, and Eckel just across the 20, barely picking up 1 yard on the first down possession for Roseburg. Roseburg wide receivers out there to start out this game. Dane St. Clair, Caden Austin. Jace Wilder will spread out wide to the left along with Byron Irving. Austin out there as well, and St. Clair set up alone to the right. 2nd down and 9 for Roseburg. In shotgun, Rackley. High snap, pulls it down, gives it to Eckel. He slips the first man, slips a few more. He's across the 25 before he is spun down. Coming up to make the tackle for Grants Pass. Getting in there was Cole Carnes on the stop as Roseburg moves it 5 yards to the 26-yard line. Eckel with a carry, couple of carries so far, and Roseburg facing 3rd down and 4. That was one of the positives to Grants Pass opening drive. They didn't face a lot of 3rd downs, but they marched their way 80 yards downfield. Roseburg looking to try and convert here. 3rd down and 4. Eckel in the backfield. St. Clair spread out wide to the right. A bunch formation to the left side with Wilder, Irvin, and Austin. They snap it. Looking to run the option. Eckel will get it. Needs a block. He gets it. Makes one man miss across the 30. And now driven backwards. They haven't blown the whistle yet. Finally they will, and they do give him the forward progress. They took him down back inside the 30, but the forward progress gets him out to the 32, and Roseburg moves the chains on 3rd down. Something they haven't done a lot of this season, but they get 6 yards out of Caden Eckel there. And Eckel came into tonight's contest 100 rushes total, 378 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's not far off, he's far off of his average, about half of what he was getting last year for Roseburg. But again, it's been a challenging season after last year, Eckel, a first-team all-conference selection. First down, though, for Roseburg here as they try to keep the chains moving. 4-man front for the Cavemen. Roseburg will go on the keeper for Rackley, and he loses the football. It came out. Fumbled by Rackley, recovered by Grants Pass, and they'll have the football at the Roseburg 29-yard line. Rackley fumbles that one. GP recovers. And here with 5:18 to go in the first quarter, Grants Pass has it deep in Roseburg territory. Start out at the Roseburg 29. That was a loss of 3 on that play for Rackley, and the fumble. Offense out there for Grants Pass. They move a man from the right into motion. Now he will send back out. It's Tunick coming up to try and make the stop. Landon Hodges from the safety position will come in and make the stop. A tackle for loss on Jackson Tunick. He blows up that play from long range. Tunick taken down in the backfield. Out to the 33-yard line is where they'll drop him. Loss of 4 on the pass play. Last week, Landon Hodges, our player of the game, after having an interception, a pass breakup, also had a tackle. There he gets a TFL tonight. In shotgun for Blanchard, dropping back, way back now, rolling to his right, looking back across the field as a man heading to the end zone, outside of his reach, but a penalty flag is out. It was outside the reach of Aiden Dietz. But I want to say it was Rackley in coverage. Home fans can't believe the call. He was diving at the last second to try and get to coverage, and the officials saw too much contact on the play. Clock stopped with 4:31 to go. And it will be a pass interference call against Roseburg. I don't think it was going to be caught even without the coverage by Roseburg. Looked like it was just a little bit outside the reach of Aiden Dietz. But the call still stands, and the ball goes down to the 18-yard line after the 15-yard penalty. Be first down and 10 for Grants Pass. Reeves in the backfield, shifts to the left of Blanchard. They move one man from the right. In motion, handed off to Reeves up the middle. He gets free. He's down to the inside the 15 to the 12, where he is taken down. Rackley coming up to make that stop. Plays quarterback, plays at a defensive back position as well. Makes the stop at the 13-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Reeves on the ground. Reeves, a senior, scored the only touchdown last week against Sheldon for Grants Pass in what was a 56-6 loss. And a penalty flag out here with 4:05 to go in the first quarter. And it's once again against Roseburg. Encroachment. So that should be first down, and it'll go to first and goal as the ball goes down to the 8-yard line. First and goal, looking to pass. Blanchard right side. His defender fell down and had a Roseburg, or his receiver fell down. Roseburg had a defender flying through who I think got tripped up as well. That was Brody Robinson, who was flying in the vicinity of the football. And if he had had the wherewithal as he was tumbling to the ground to look for that football, he might have had a chance at an interception. But it falls incomplete. First incomplete pass of the night for Jace Blanchard. Second, make it third down and goal. Actually, third down and 1. They'll pitch it. Blay running right side. Hesitation, follows the blocker, takes it inside the 5, down to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Grants Pass. And so the Cavemen will sneak in another one. Official is putting a flag away. I don't know if a flag came out at the very end of that. Signaled touchdown. Haven't put it up on the board yet. PAT team is coming out, though. And a timeout taken by Roseburg. I think this timeout might be an opportunity for Coach Heiberger to ask some questions of tonight's officials. 13-0 our score at the moment here in the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Back here at Roseburg High School, and I do believe the timeout was strictly for Coach Heiberger to have a conversation with the officials, and it does look as if that conversation earned Roseburg a penalty, so that will be enforced on the kickoff. We've got a PAT coming. Hey, tonight's game has been brought to you by Roseburg Disposal. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. And tonight's game sponsored by Dr. Alanson Randall. If you're looking for a new dentist, give him a call at 541-378-6694. PAT. 3:55 to go here. And the right-footed kicker is Elijah Leach. Try and make it a 14-0 lead for the Cavemen. And he does. That kick is up and through. So it is 14-0. Grants Pass in front of Roseburg with 3:55 to go here in the first quarter. We're going to keep it right here. Second touchdown run of the night for Gage Blay. This one comes from 8 yards out. He's got 2 carries, both for scores, down inside the 10-yard line. Roseburg had a drive that was moving a little bit on the legs of Caden Eckel on their first possession, but an option player, a misdirection, it looked like they tried to go with a little play-action fake and a run by Brogan Rackley, but he got wrapped up in the backfield and didn't have the ball secured. It came out, turned the ball over into the hands of Grants Pass. And they had a short yardage to work with there. Grants Pass got benefit of a couple of flags against Roseburg on that drive. So they go a total of 4 plays, 29 yards for that score. Now they'll count off the penalty against Roseburg. So add an extra 15-yard penalty on the night. And the kicker, Aiden Dietz, will be kicking off from the Roseburg 45-yard line rather than his own 40. Last time he kicked it deep enough that it resulted in a touchback. I'd imagine he shouldn't have a problem with doing that by kicking off on the other half of the 50 here. He does boot this one into the end zone and out the back for a touchback. 3:55 to go here in the first quarter. Roseburg has the football for a second time at their own 20-yard line. Tonight's ball game is brought to you by Western Oregon Jewelers, by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? And by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call them at 541-459-1545. So the offense back out there for the Tribe. Rackley will be out there in shotgun, pistol formation. Moves a man in motion. Gives it to Reitman, who will run up the middle. And he is a bit of a power back. We haven't seen Tyler Reitman in the backfield running for Roseburg in a couple of weeks. He was dealing with an injury for a little while. But there he gets the first down carry, and he'll take it out to the 26-yard line. Of course, I took Reitman off of my stat sheet because he hasn't had a carry in a while. And what's he go and do? He gets a carry. And this one's good for 6 yards. Roseburg will have second down and medium here with 3:24 and counting in the first quarter. 4-man front for Grants Pass. They spread it out as Roseburg. 4 receivers out there. They move a man in motion. That it was Eckel who was out as a receiver. Instead, they give it to Reitman running up the middle. They've moved Eckel out as a bit of a slot receiver, and then they keep motioning him into the backfield and bubbling back behind the quarterback and running back. And that puts him back in the backfield with an option to try and get that football. But they've given it to Reitman on 2 straight plays, and he's got him out to the 31, has a first down on this drive. So he picked up 5 on the last carry. It'll be first down and 10. Conversation before we snap the ball here. Clock is stopped. Seems like they found, my guess is they found blood on somebody maybe, I'm not sure. They send the safety, Raiden Takahashi, to the sideline for some reason. That'll bring in Gage Blay as a backup. Breaking the action here. And now we'll get the clock running with 2:54 here to go in the first quarter. Only one man in a 2-point stance on the line for Grants Pass. They hand it off to Eckel. He's going to try and stretch it to the right. He got to the 30 and was looking for a cutback lane, and there was nothing there. He got crunched. Penalty flag is out, but also down on the ground is A.J. Baker, and the sophomore will get up. He limps around a little bit. Now he will head off the field. Dakota James will come in for him. He was dealing with injuries last week. He'll get it looked at on the sideline. Unfortunate there. And also it's a holding call to add insult to injury for Roseburg. So they had lost one on the play back to the 30. They counted off, though, from the line of scrimmage. 10-yard penalty. Roseburg has been hampered by penalties here in this first quarter. 10-yarder there. And it'll be second down and 20. Mark, the stick is over there saying second down. The scoreboard says first. Thought you replay the down on a holding call. Kyle Devers over on the sideline trying to ask. It should be first down. They move a man in motion. It's Irvin looking to pass. Rackley will step up. He's going to take off running, runs into his own man as he gets back to the 25. They'll put him out at the 26. And I don't think Roseburg's going to get. Yeah, now the sideline's trying to holler over there. It should be second down is what Roseburg's trying to say. The ball's out at the 26-yard line. That was a pickup of 5 on the ground by Rackley. They do get the sticks changed over there. Second down and 16 with 1:38 and counting. They'll break the huddle. Roseburg looking to try and move downfield, but been hampered by their own penalties so far here in the first quarter. They'll spread it out with 2 targets either way. In the backfield is Reitman back there with Rackley trying to set up the screen. They get it to Irvin. He makes the catch in the middle, gets tripped up from behind, hit as he goes down, and a penalty flag out at the 36-yard line. The pass completion would not have been good enough for a first down, but it would have made it about 5 yards to go if it had stood. But the game comes to a halt again here with 1:11 to go as we wait to see what the penalty flag is. They've got him spotted, I think, at about the 37-yard line, which would make it about 4 yards to go on third down if Roseburg can keep the play. But the flag is down at the 36. There's, I think, actually 2 flags out. And we'll get the call from our official. Our white cap tonight. Busy so far. It is holding against Roseburg. And then a secondary foul, it's against Grants Pass. So those will offset, and we'll replay the down. We're going to be keeping an eye on what's going on in the world of high school football around the rest of the area. Big one tonight for South Umpqua down at Cascade Christian as they play the challengers for the league title tonight, and both teams trying to play for an undefeated record on the season. And it looks like at the end of the first quarter in that one, Cascade Christian leading that game 7-6 against South Umpqua. We'll keep an eye on that one. Other big games, we'll run through those coming up here later on in the broadcast during our halftime show. 1:11 to go here in the first quarter, so they back it up back to the original line of scrimmage at the 26 and replay second down. It is second and 16. Rolling to his right is Rackley looking downfield. Not a lot open. It's pretty much covered. Ball was picked off, but no, out of bounds. And he can't believe it. Raiden Takahashi thought he had that one in bounds, but the official says incomplete. And on the official first pass of the game for Brogan Rackley, it'll fall incomplete on an almost interception. He threw 3 of those last week. So it makes it 3rd down and 16, and that penalty on Roseburg on the hold on the previous 2nd down play that would have set Roseburg up on 3rd down and short definitely looms a little large. They did get the benefit of Grants Pass also having a penalty on that play. Helped negate it, but going to get a timeout down on the field. It's taken by Roseburg. Let's go ahead and take a quick timeout as well. It is right now 14-0. Grants Pass in front. Let's take a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. I'll be back after this on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller. When businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
Out of the timeout by Roseburg. They've used 2 already here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 timeout left for the first half. They'll have 3rd down and 16 as they break the huddle and take the field. Trips to the right for Rackley, 1 target to the left. He's got a man in the backfield with him. That's Reitman dropping back to pass. Rackley going downfield. There's 2 flags out in coverage on Jace Wilder. And that flag is down at the 50. There's also a penalty flag over here near the line of scrimmage, away from where the play was. That was around where Roseburg had a couple of receivers up at the line. My guess is it's going to be a pass interference call, possibly on Grants Pass. But that ran off 11 seconds, or actually I think it ran off 5 seconds off the clock here in this first quarter, and we've got flags again. So it's a hold on Grants Pass is the call, but where do they count it off from? There's 1 flag out at the 50. They're going to count it off from the line of scrimmage and give Roseburg 10 yards. It'll make it out to the 36. I believe that's the first penalty against Grants Pass tonight, besides the one that negated a penalty by Roseburg. So Roseburg will replay 3rd down after that penalty by Grants Pass, and they will have 3rd down and 5. Drew up a nice play there to Wilder downfield. Almost had it, but he almost got crunched by the safety as well. Playing up at the line are the defensive backs for Grants Pass, expecting a pass play here on 3rd and 5. Roseburg trying to get him to jump, and a penalty flag comes out from the far side. And they are going to get Grants Pass for the jump. Is it enough? They'll put it out to the 41, and I think that should move the chains. Nope. They're going to say it's 3rd and inches. And before we get there, another stop in the play. They're going to look to the sideline to try and determine if it's a first down, and they will. They'll say it's a first down, so Roseburg gets the new set of downs on the penalty by Grants Pass. Still 1 minute to go in the first quarter. So the Tribe gets a first down. They'll spread out Austin and St. Clair to the right on the far side of the field as Roseburg moves left to right as Wilder and Irvin. Handed off. Eckel gets stuck at the line of scrimmage and ends up going backwards. He's back inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, losing 2. Fourth carry of the night for Caden Eckel here in the first quarter. 37 seconds to go. Roseburg a chance to possibly get off one more play here before the first quarter comes to an end, facing 2nd down and 12. Rackley in shotgun. Calls out to the line, gets the snap off quick, pass out in the flats, and in and out of the hands of the receiver. That was Irvin on the attempt there. Had it kind of in, but then as the contact came, the ball just dropped out like a chicken laying an egg. That one just falls out and died right underneath him. They call it an incomplete pass. And it'll be 3rd down and 12 now for Roseburg, and the clock stops at 18.8 seconds to go. And if Roseburg goes to a pass play here and they don't complete it, the clock could stop and Roseburg could be forced to punt this one away to Grants Pass here in this first quarter. Trips to the right side. Eckel in the backfield to the right of Rackley. Fake the handoff to him, looking to pass. Going to go downfield. A lot of contact, and a flag comes out near the 50-yard line. A crossing route for Austin and St. Clair, and they got the defense jumbled up, and Grants Pass holding up their hands like, what did I do wrong? And the flag comes out at the 49. So it is a pass interference against Grants Pass, and Roseburg's going to get another first down out of this one. And there's still 14.3 seconds. This is the longest first quarter I think I've experienced. So a penalty, that's the 3rd penalty against Grants Pass here in the first quarter. On this drive, I should say. And they will spot the football at Grants Pass's 46-yard line. So Roseburg will move across the 50 for the first time tonight, thanks to a few penalties here from Grants Pass. 14.3 seconds to go, and Roseburg on a first down play. They move Eckel from the slot position into the backfield. He'll bubble out. They give it to Reitman. That play's been working somewhat for Roseburg. Reitman will get to the 44-yard line before he is pushed back, and the first quarter is about to come to an end. 14-0 our score at the end of one period. We will head to the second quarter. When we come back, Roseburg trailing against Grants Pass. We'll take a 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. We flip sides of the field here as Roseburg will be moving to our left now. Tonight's game brought to you by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. Rackley, and there was motion up there on the front line for Roseburg. Left guard Brayson Parker going to get called for that false start. So Roseburg will back up. They were facing Roseburg had picked up 2 yards on first down, so they were facing second down and 8, but now we'll back up 5, and it'll be second down and close to 15. They put the ball back at the 48-yard line. Looking to pass. Rackley pulls it back down. He's going to try and speed around the edge. He'll get there. He's got a blocker out there to help him. Slips through one tackle. Now the rest of the defense able to corral him out at the 40-yard line. A nice scramble, as we saw last week. Rackley did a nice job running the ball throughout much of the contest. And here he'll scramble out to the 40-yard line. Picks up 8 on that carry. And Roseburg will have third down and 4 manageable distance here as they head out there trying to keep this drive alive. Here in the second quarter, early going, trailing 14-0. Joey Kieran with you tonight. Along with me, Carter Stedman helping out here with the video production in the booth tonight. Back in the studio with the radio production for us this evening, Grady Hamilton. A couple of Roseburg seniors helping me out tonight here on senior night at Roseburg High School. Clock ticking, down to 11 minutes to play in the first half. Roseburg on a drive, second play. Some shifting on the line for Grants Pass. Go on the quick slant route. Ball in the air, diving for it, and the catch is made by Byron Irving. Byron Irving comes in with a circus catch on a tipped ball. They tried to go on the slant route, in and out of the hands of the receiver, but tipped deeper downfield to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 10 on the pass play. And Irvin is the lucky recipient of that one. Byron Irvin, just a sophomore, making his 7th catch of the season, up to 67 yards total on the year. Roseburg will have first down at the Grants Pass 30. They're methodically moving down the field, but they're moving and trying to keep it going. First down and 10, Eckel to the left of Rackley. They'll hand it off to him. He churns it upfield and gets hit high as he slides down. Coming in, Trevor Reeve, the linebacker, making the hit on a short gain for Eckel to the 28-yard line. Picks up 2. I liked the carry, though. The things opened up on that right side a bit there for Eckel, and he made the quick decision to put his foot in the ground and move upfield. Tried to attack it quickly. Kind of looked as if his foot gave out a little bit on him. We did have a few sprinkles earlier tonight here at the field. Doesn't seem like it's raining at the moment. We weren't expecting a whole lot for precipitation, but it might be a little slippery down there on the turf. Looking to pass, Rackley over the middle. He's got a man and into the hands of Eckel to the end zone. Touchdown, Roseburg! And the Tribe is in to try and get back within 7. That was a spectacular catch by Caden Eckel. I don't even think he was truly looking for that one at that point in time. But he made the catch somehow. All right, as he turned his head around, sure-handed, and he's in for the 28-yard touchdown strike. First passing touchdown of the season for Roseburg. And here comes the PAT, Jacob Michael, to kick it. The right-footed kicker waits, the placement down, the kick's away, and it's good. And Roseburg trails 14-7 against Grants Pass here in the second quarter. 9:28 to play. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
From a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Caden Eckel on the seam route down the field, turns his head around at the right time to pick up a pass and run to the end zone. A 28-yard touchdown strike for Roseburg as they get on the board for the first time tonight and trail 14-7 against Grants Pass with 9:28 to go here in the first half. First touchdown pass for Brogan Rackley, first passing touchdown of the season for Roseburg, and of course that means the first touchdown catch of the year for Caden Eckel. Kickoff goes to the 15. The return man for Grants Pass, Dietz, gets to the sideline and will get knocked out of bounds in good field position. Out to, they'll spot him at the 42-yard line is where Grants Pass will have the football. So the offense back out there. It's been a while since we've seen Jace Blanchard in the Grants Pass offense. That last drive for Roseburg let's see, 11 plays on that drive. The offense for Grants Pass out there. 3-man front for Roseburg. Looking to pass. Blanchard goes left side. He's got it to his big target, the tight end diving. That is tight end Luke Morgan. And he will have enough for a first down, it looks like. I believe Harrison in on the tackle to bring him down on the sideline. Into Roseburg territory on the first play for Grants Pass as they move the ball to the 47. That was an 11-yard pickup through the air for Blanchard to Morgan. Shotgun snap, handed off to Reeve. Met at the line of scrimmage in the backfield. They'll give him right at the line of scrimmage. There's no gain on first down. And that is not Reeves, that's Gage Blay out of the backfield, taken down at the line of scrimmage. Blay had 2 carries on the day. Prior to that one, they both went for touchdowns. This one goes for no gain, back to the 47. Blay will set up to the left of Blanchard. One receiver there to the right of the line. He'll act as a blocker running out to this near side is Blay. Won't get too far. They'll mark him out at the 40, so actually he gets a little more than I was thinking there. 7 yards on the carry for Gage Blay. And it makes it 3rd down and 3. 3rd down, and 3 for Grants Pass with the ball on the right hash mark. Coleman at the left in position. In the middle is Jack Banna. Roseburg blitz. Reitman was in there to redirect the running back. And they're going to put him right down at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Reeves. Back to the 40, and it's 4th down and 3 for Grants Pass. Kind of in no man land here, so it looks like the offense will stay on the field, leading 14-7. The Cavemen going to try to go for it with 7:40 to go in the first half. Got to be disciplined on the line for Roseburg. Kyler Mills in the middle at the defensive nose tackle. And a timeout taken by Grants Pass on 4th down and 3. First timeout for Grants Pass here in the first half. We take the 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Roseburg High Sports on 541radio.com. Streaming with the video is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. We appreciate their sponsorship. Tonight's game also brought to you by B&D Meats, located in Winston. 4th down and 3 as we come back out of the timeout by Grants Pass. Shotgun snap, going the quick pass. It is caught by Tunick, and it will move the chains. Quick tackle by Brogan Rackley, but on the quick turnaround route for Tunick, he had enough for the first down as he gets to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 7 on the pass play, and it moves the chains. That's the 5th catch of the night for Tunick. He'll be sent out to the far side of the field on first down. Dietz is on the near side now. Got the tight end just behind the tackle on the left side of the line. They'll now motion Reeves out of the backfield to the left, looking at him for that wheel route, trying to look back that way. No, they'll set up the screen to the tight end. Morgan lowers the shoulder on Byron Irving, who takes him down near the 25. It'll be down to the 26. On the pass play to the tight end, Morgan set him up on that tight end screen. Draw all of your attention on the back out of the backfield and then set up that screen. That's a great play call there. I like that. Goes down to the 26. That's a pickup of 7. Second catch of the night for Morgan. Shotgun here with Blay to the right. Blanchard receives, hands it off, met in the backfield. Blay will not escape as he's taken down back at the 27. He'll lose one. Kyler Mills at the bottom of that pile getting in there. Brayton Loomis as well, and Nick Parrish. A lot of guys getting in to make that stop. A loss of one for Blay. And it's now 3rd down and 4. Grants Pass already won 4th down conversion on this drive. I don't expect that they would be shy of trying to do it again if they get held up here. Down to 5:41 to go in the first half. Blay in the backfield. Blanchard in shotgun. Will look to pass. Rolling to his left. Has the tight end. Short, but he goes deep downfield. Did he step out? No, stays in. The receiver, Malachi Kenyon, dancing on the far sideline at the 13. Keeps his feet in bounds, and he is able to pick up a couple of extra yards there. Taken out at the 13-yard line. Picks up 14 on 3rd down and 4. And it'll move the chains. Quick back to the line for Grants Pass, and Roseburg's going to jump. That'll be a penalty flag against Roseburg. It's been a flag-heavy first half. Clock stops with 5:20. They move the ball down to the 8-yard line. Roseburg's been a team that's been fairly disciplined on the penalty side of things. Haven't been penalized too often this year, or at least too heavily. Pistol formation for Grants Pass. They've got 1st down and 5. Got a bunch formation to the right of the line. Tight end Troy Osborne on the right side. They motion Blay out of the backfield to the right. Looking to pass. Going the quick slant route into the hands and down to the 1 for Aiden Dietz. Picks up 7. So it'll make it 1st down and goal from the 1-yard line. First catch for Dietz this evening. 5:02 and counting. He'll set up with Tunick and McKinnon to the right. Tight end off the set on the left side. They will hand it off. Reeves running left side. Gets met at the line of scrimmage and in. And a penalty flag out at the end of the play. Landon Hodges in the mix with a Grants Pass player. A little extracurriculars it looks like. And the penalty flag comes out after the 1-yard touchdown run. This time it's Reeves getting in on the action after 2 touchdown runs by Blay in the first quarter. Here's a 1-yard touchdown run for Trevor Reeves. Makes it 20-7. So the officials will meet about the penalty flag. The official will walk over here as they set up for the PAT. The try is good, or the score is good. Unsportsmanlike penalty against Grants Pass, and they're going to tag both teams with it. So offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties for both teams. And it'll be no penalty yardage assessed on that one. PAT coming up here for Elijah Leach, who is 2 for 2 on the night, looking to make it 3 for 3 with 4:47 to go. The holder waits for it, placement down, kicks away, and it is good. The holder for Grants Pass is Braden Reese. Puts the spot down, and the kick goes through. It's 21-7. Grants Pass in front of Roseburg with 4:47 to go in the first half. The Tribe getting the ball back, looking to try and answer. Back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. So far, 3 rushing touchdowns in the first half for Grants Pass. Roseburg with the 1 receiving touchdown. They trail 21-7 here on senior night, final game of the regular season for both of these teams. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tim's Appliance and Mattress. At the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg, 0% financing is always available. Kick will go left to right on your radio dial. Aiden Dietz has the big boot to send that one to the 5. It'll be Williams to take it. Boston finds a seam, makes a cut at the hash mark to the outside at the numbers, gets taken down at the 30. They call him down, at the 30-yard line is where they'll spot him. Nice return there from the 5 by Boston Williams. He collided back there with Landon Hodges. I got worried for a moment. Looked like Hodges was going to get it, but then Williams stepped in front and took that one. And returns it 25 yards out to the 30-yard line. Roseburg will have the offense out there. Last time did get some benefit of a couple of penalties against Grants Pass, but they moved the ball down the field, scored on a 28-yard pass from Rackley to Eckel. Eckel moves in motion, will bubble out back behind the quarterback with the ball over the hands of Rackley. And that was the issue last week, was some bad snaps that Rackley was unable to handle. And Roseburg was losing yardage. And I wasn't sure if I didn't see James Coleman out there. Not Coleman is out there. Last week, Coleman going out with the ankle injury. And that's when that center to quarterback exchange had some issues. And there was a high snap by Coleman over the hands of the quarterback Rackley, and he had to chase it down. So on the play, Jace Wilder now comes out as quarterback. And a timeout's taken by Roseburg. They'll burn their final timeout. They were running out of time on the play clock, so they will call the timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Roseburg football on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Well, we saw Jace Wilder come out at quarterback on the last play, but then a timeout called by Roseburg. Carter Stedman here telling me he thought he saw that it looked like maybe Rackley had banged up his hand a little bit, and maybe that's why they had made the change. But Rackley's back out there at quarterback after the timeout. He'll move Eckel in motion, looking to pass, gets it to Eckel in the flats, but he runs right to a defender at the 20. He's trying to wait to see if that block would develop, but he couldn't get around him. Kind of ran right into him, and he gets back to the 20-yard line. No gain on the play. And it will now be 3rd down and 20. Clock ticking down to 3:20 to play. Ball on the left here in the first half. Ball on the left hash mark for Roseburg. Wilder will be on the near side, short side of the field, trips to the wide side of the field. And it's Reitman in the backfield with Rackley. Calls for the shotgun snap, looking to pass. It's going to go downfield to Wilder. That ball is jumped up there. The defender wrapped up Wilder, and they're going to throw flags. There is an interception. I don't think it'll stand. It's Carnes racing to the far side. Now another penalty flag is out, and Carnes, they never played it dead, and Carnes gets hit hard out of bounds. I want to say that might have been Reitman that tracked him down. I wouldn't be surprised with the way that hit was. Rackley's frustrated. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalty flags out on the field right now. My guess this interception can't. The initial penalty was a hold on Jace Wilder. That ball was a duck up there, but Wilder tried to come back to the ball. The defender just held him and spun him around. And the Grants Pass sideline not happy with that play. .247 to go in the first half here, and we're waiting to see what this one plays out here. Again, 5 penalty flags out on the field. Gives us a moment to let you know tonight's ball game is sponsored by Evergreen Family Medicine, serving residents of Roseburg and Myrtle Creek with 40 providers and adding coverage in Sutherland by April of 2023. Speaking of Sutherland, they're at home tonight, taking on Lakeview in their regular season finale. Here comes the call. That game, by the way, on I-101 FM right now. Dan Bain on the call with that one. The official heading over to explain the results of all of these flags, and Roseburg's going to keep the ball, would be my guess at least. I don't want to assume too much here. They should. So it is a pass interference against Grants Pass. It's a hold against Grants Pass. And a blindside block on Roseburg. Does it all just negate? They all offset each other. There's 2 penalties against Grants Pass and 1 against Roseburg. And a blindside block is an interesting one against the team that was trying to play defense. Unless it happened before the interception. They spot the ball down at the 20-yard line. And it will now be 3rd down and 20 again. A lot of chirping from both sidelines here tonight. Jordan White, the senior, going to get a chance to get out there. Don't know if we've seen him yet tonight. He's been nursing an injury the last couple of weeks. And White will head out there as it looks like Brogan Rackley's going to be on the sideline, not being attended to by trainers. I think the coaching staff pulling him out here right now, and they're having a conversation. So they put in White as a wide receiver to take over for Jace Wilder, who will be in at quarterback at shotgun. Grants Pass has got everybody up at the line. They're got to be sending some pressure. They will. Roseburg trying to set up the screen. That ball incomplete, almost thrown right into the hands of the Grants Pass defensive line. They probably were surprised that ball was coming right to them. Incomplete pass for Jace Wilder. And it'll be 4th down and 20. Roseburg trying to set up the screen, but there was so much pressure coming by Grants Pass. Not a lot of chance to do much there for Wilder. So it'll be Jacob Michael out to punt it away. 2:42 to go in the first half. Return man is back at his own 45-yard line for Grants Pass. High snap pulled in by Michael, gets his boot behind it. A wobbly kick towards the sideline and out of bounds in Roseburg territory. So it'll go out at the 41 as Roseburg took a while to get there, but they go 3 and out. Grants Pass will have it on Roseburg's half of the 50 with 2:36 to go here in this first half. Let's go ahead and pause real quick. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg football on The Score. First down pass play goes to Aiden Dietz, who had a bunch of black jerseys around him, but nobody was bringing him down. He's got enough for the first down as he takes it to the Roseburg 27. Grants Pass leading this one 21-7 at the moment, and looking to add to it as they take the ball close to the red zone as they pick up a 14 through the air. Pitch in the backfield. Running near side, Reeves makes the cut back to the numbers, stays on his feet, spins again, and he's thrown down by Hodges, and a penalty flag out back at the line of scrimmage. It was a first down run for Trevor Reeves. He got finally spun down at the very end, but the question will be, does it stand? Grants Pass is walking back like this one's going to be against them. Still waiting on the call here. Hold against Grants Pass. So from the spot of the foul is going to be the call. That would be the 28-yard line. So that penalty for Grants Pass will drop them all the way back to the 38. They'll lose about 11 yards on that play. They'll have first down and 21. Roseburg Marching Band getting ready for their performance coming up at halftime. Looking forward to that. Kenyon moves in motion from right to left, handed off to Reeve up the middle, and got a hand on him was James Coleman to trip him up first. Finishing him off was Jack Bana, And Bana able to land on top of the runner at the 35-yard line, a pickup of 3. Short gain on first down, second down and 18. 152 and counting here in the first half. Roseburg will get the ball to start the second half, trying to keep it a 2-score game. Pressure coming. Harrison blitzed in. He got pushed around. Pass downfield. Good coverage by Byron Irvin downfield on Dietz. Oh, penalty flag out in the backfield. Byron Irvin, a pass breakup on a play that may not stand. Holding against Grants Pass, going to back him up again, this time from the 44-yard line. So this was going to be first down at the 27, it was first down and 10 at the 27. Now Grants Pass is backed up all the way to their own 46. So I believe that is 27 yards, 37 yards to go. They've got to get it all the way to the 17-yard line. Dropping way back to pass and then throwing short of his intended receiver. Broken play for Jace Blanchard. That was a bit of a surprise there. He was taking a deep drop running away from pressure from Roseburg and just threw it away towards the feet of one of his receivers. Wasn't really under heavy pressure. Looked like he might have had time to try and make something happen, but decided to just waste that one with 1:37 to go in the first half. And there's a penalty flag out as well. Intentional grounding is the call. The throw was towards a receiver, but wasn't real close. So intentional grounding is going to be the call. That'll be a loss of down. So Grants Pass, a number of costly penalties on this drive, and they're suddenly deep in their own they're back from where they started. They started at the Roseburg 41 on this drive, got to the 27, and it's been all backwards motion for Grants Pass ever since. They're back at their own 31-yard line. It's a loss of 15 on the intentional grounding. They got 52 yards is what's listed on the scoreboard. They got to get it to the 17. Well, now they'll spot it at the 42. The 42 is just a 4-yard penalty. Okay. Fake the handoff, rolling to his left is Blanchard, looking to go deep downfield. Tunick down that direction. The ball well underthrown and well away from the mark. Racing to get over there was Robinson. He didn't have a chance. That ball sails out of bounds. Incomplete pass, and it's fourth down. So it'll be 4th down and a mile. They've got the ball at the 41, had to get it to the 17. That is 41, 17, 58. Yeah, that's like 42 yards. That's what the scoreboard says. All right, my math. High school education working for me there. I didn't learn anything more math-wise in college. Study, kids. Stay in school. All right, here comes the punt from Luke Morgan. Wobbly low kick will bounce at the 31. Hodges will take it. And he picked up maybe a yard before he got wrapped up, didn't escape. And Roseburg will have the football on their own half of the field. Helped out by penalties, but Roseburg's able to hold Grant's pass. It's still a 2-score lead for the Cavemen with 1:19 to play here in the first half. The football will be at the Roseburg 27-yard line. That's where the Roseburg 27 is where Grant's pass had it for a 1st down and 10, and then went all the way back to their own 41-yard line. All right, Jace Wilder out there at quarterback again. Can he execute a scoring drive to finish out the half? He's in shotgun with Eckel to his left, trips to that side. Handed off to Eckel on the delay, but the defense is there to swallow him up. Eckel back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Second down and 10. Clock down to a minute to play. Wilder runs in the play from the sideline. The senior honored tonight, one of 9 seniors on the roster for this Roseburg team. Roseburg scoring here in this second quarter. Made it 14-7 at that time, trailing 21-7 now, down to 35 seconds to play. It's a keeper for Wilder. He gets to the near sideline. He's into the secondary. He's out to the 50, still on his feet. He's got a defender wrapped around his ankle, but Jace Wilder takes it to the 48-yard line in Grants Pass territory. So Wilder will move them. They will stop the clock for the 1st down. And Roseburg has no timeouts left. They'll get the stick set over there, and now they got to start the clock. Roseburg will have 1st down from their own 48-yard line. That was a 25-yard run by Wilder. And there is a penalty flag out. I'm pretty sure Roseburg, they had movement up on the line. A lot of confusion there as they were trying to get everything set. The line crew over there, the chain crew running around. Officials trying to figure out. I think Roseburg almost tried to call a timeout, but they don't have any left. While they're in shotgun, Roseburg maybe 1-2 chances to go deep downfield. They'll send it to the backfield instead. Eckel with it, racing down the sideline, pushed. He stays inbound, and he's not going to be able to stop the clock there. Down to 1 second to go, and the first half will come to a close. Eckel took the football out to the 42-yard line in Grants Pass territory. And Roseburg will head to the locker room. Both sidelines have been real chirpy from the coaching staffs this evening. Grants Pass not happy with, I think, some of the demeanor from their teams. You could hear his coaches yelling at him, get off the field, let's huddle up. They're waiting to go to the locker room. We're at halftime. It's 21-7. Grants Pass in front of Roseburg by 14 with the Indians. They had a little bit of life to end the first half. They'll get the ball to start the second half. We'll talk more about it when we come back with your halftime show. A 2-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller? When businesses were local and gave back to the community? At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
Welcome back here to Finlay Field, where Roseburg is down 21-7 against Grants Pass on senior night tonight. As we make our way to halftime, Roseburg will be getting the ball to start the second half, and so we are looking forward to seeing if they can continue some momentum we saw there at the end of the first half, a drive that saw Roseburg marching into Grants Pass territory but ran out of time to try and make anything happen. Well, as we get here to halftime, want to remind you that Roseburg football streaming online at 541radio.com, thanks to sponsorship from the Cow Creek Tribe. As we get ready for the Roseburg High Marching Band here tonight. Taking a look at the scoring from the first half. You had Grants Pass scoring on the opening drive of the game, a 10-play drive going 80 yards. Capping that was a 1-yard touchdown run by Gage Blay. The kick was good by Elijah Leach, and it made it 7-0, Grants Pass in front. Roseburg fumbled on their first possession. Grants Pass got it back with a short field. This time an 8-yard run by Blay to make it 14-0. That was your score at the end of one. In the second quarter, Roseburg gets their first points on the board as Brogan Rackley connects with Caden Eckel from 28 yards out for the score. The kick was good by Jacob Michael to make it 14-7. At that point, there was 9:28 to go in the first half. Grants Pass would get a touchdown run to make it 21-7. This time a 1-yard run by Trevor Reeves. And the 2-score lead is where we are at here at halftime. There's been a lot of yellow on the field, and neither of these two schools use yellow as their primary color. That is the penalty flags out there. It's been a heavily penalized first half tonight. We'll see how things continue to progress, but those penalty flags have helped out both teams. Roseburg benefiting from on their touchdown drive. Grants Pass has benefited from some on some of their drives tonight as well. So it's been a little equal opportunity from the officials here tonight as we make our way through. We'll come back and we'll take a look at some of your first half statistics here this evening. But before we take a break, we're going to give you a little bit of the Roseburg High Marching Band. They are award-winning, taking first place recently at Grants Pass. We'll give you a little bit of the marching band before we take a 2-minute timeout. This is the Roseburg High Marching Band. That again, the Roseburg High Marching Band performing here at halftime of Roseburg and Grants Pass on senior night. Looks like the seniors out there represented in the marching band with their balloons overhead. And to all the seniors here on senior night, congratulations on making it this far. Still got about half the school year left to go. A lot still left to happen this senior year for Roseburg High. We'll take the 2-minute timeout. We'll come back, take a look at individual scoring, and coming up here at halftime, we'll try to get you a few scores from other games going on around the region here tonight. 2-minute timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Mountain Mike's, pizza the way it ought to be.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group LLC.
Here at the halftime break, our score is 21-7 right now. Grants Pass leading the way against Roseburg. Let's take a look at some unofficial stats from the first half of tonight's game. Jace Blanchard, the quarterback for Grants Pass, through the air. I've got him down for 11 for 13 through the air for 101 yards. No touchdown passes just yet, as they've had 3 rushing touchdowns here in this first half. For leading receivers for Grants Pass. On 5 catches, Jackson Tunick has 42 yards. 2 catches for Aiden Dietz for 21. 1 catch for Malachi Kenyon for 14. 2 for Luke Morgan for 18. And Troy Osborne with a catch for 6. On the ground, Trevor Reeves, 8 carries for 33 yards and a score. Gage Blay has 5 carries for 15 yards and 2 touchdowns, and 1 carry for Jace Blanchard for a yard. For Roseburg, Brogan Rackley, who started at quarterback to begin the night, he is 3 for 5 through the air, has 38 yards total, and the 1 touchdown pass, a 28-yard strike to Caden Eckel, who has 3 catches in the ball game. Eckel has 39 yards through the air. On the ground, also with a catch, Byron Irvin, a 10-yard reception here tonight. On the ground, Caden Eckel, it's been tough going so far, 6 carries for 12 yards. Brogan Rackley, 3 carries for 10. 1 carry for Jace Wilder for 25 yards. And Tyler Reitman has 3 carries for 13. That is a look at first half statistics here in this one tonight. We're going to go ahead and take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we're going to have Carter Stedman join us here at halftime to take a look at some scores for us, and we'll get his thoughts on what's going on senior night tonight here as we bring you Roseburg football. It's streaming online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and it's right here on Douglas County's Home for Sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there,
sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage. Welcome you back here to Roseburg High School in Finlay Field on senior night at halftime. Grants Pass leading Roseburg at the moment, 21-7. Roseburg will be getting the football to start the second half of tonight's contest. A lot of big games going on for teams around the Umpqua Basin tonight. To take a look at what games are happening for our local teams and a couple of scores from games around the conference for Roseburg tonight. Carter Stedman, our fall intern here at the radio station, has got a look at our scoreboard tonight. Carter.
Thanks, Joey. South Umpqua is on the road at Cascade Christian in a battle of the unbeatens. We got a chance to talk with South Umpqua senior lineman Tanner Dobeck earlier in the week. Currently, Cascade Christian is up 21-6 at the half. Coquille is up on St. Mary's 7-0 at halftime as well. Down in Medford, North Medford is up 7-0 over South, also at halftime. And then up Salem, North Salem is tied up with South Salem at 7.
Those are some of the games from Roseburg's conference there. Obviously, North and South Medford, and the other battle of the directional schools, North and South Salem, in that matchup. Some close scores there. Taking a look, though, other action going on around the region here tonight. What are some of the other games that we don't have scores from at the moment, but other games that are going on here tonight?
Yeah, Sutherland hosts Lakeview at home in the season finale. Glide hosts Gold Beach. Oakland is on the road at Reedsport. Oakland's had a really strong season, one of the top teams in the state there. North Douglas / Yoncalla is on the road playing Bandon. Camas Valley hosted Cross Point Christian at 6 p.m. Elkton hosted Jewel. Kickoff there was at 3 p.m. And then Riddle is on the road at Siletz Valley.
Sorry, I didn't delete that. That actually happened yesterday, we found out. Did not realize they were going to be playing on a Thursday night. Siletz Valley actually ending the season for Riddle in that matchup. That was a 62-12 final score. Riddle on the wrong end of that one there yesterday. But if you've got scores of games that are going on for teams around the area, we'd love to hear from you. You can pass them along to us by chiming in with us on the 541 radio app. Download that and take the station with you wherever you go, and you can share scores on the activity stream there on the 541 radio app with us. You can also tweet at us, KSKR the score. You can find us on the station account there. We would be happy to see some tweets from you. Or you can tweet at me, at Joey Keyran. That is the handle on Twitter. That's JoeyKeeran. As we get ready for the second half of tonight's contest to get going here in just a few moments, Carter, we've seen, it's been a disjointed game with all the penalties. It was an hour and 15 minutes for that first half alone. That's a little lengthy for a high school football first half of action. But, I think that's worked out a bit in Roseburg's favor, and the fact that Grants Pass hasn't been able to really get in a rhythm. Roseburg hasn't really as well, but that's helped keep them down by only 14. Now they've got a chance. Coaches always talk about the middle eight. You're a basketball player. I don't know, is that something that Coach Jordan Humphreys talks about, but you talk about that middle eight, the final 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half, where you want to set the tone going into the locker room, and you want to come out of the locker room and set the tone there as well. So this will be an important start to the second half for Roseburg.
Yeah, for sure. They had an opportunity at the end there, had a late drive. But like you said with the penalties, it's been kind of hard for either team to find a rhythm. Early on, Grants Pass looked good, had a bunch of chunk plays and took 2 long drives and were able to find the end zone. But Roseburg had answered back with a long drive as well. It was filled with penalties, but luckily they were able to find Eckel on a pass into the end zone. And so hopefully, like we said, able to build on that momentum. And, they get the ball to start the second half, so hopefully they can find the end zone once again.
That touchdown pass to Caden Eckel, both of us here at the stadium, back in the studio watching on the video player is Grady Hamilton there. All three of us, Carter, we were all saying, I can't believe he caught that. He was streaking on that seam route. He ran a great route, got free of the defender, but I didn't know if he'd get his head turned around in time. Rackley did a great job of seeing his defender and finding him as he was coming open, but he threw that one early, and I don't know how Caden Eckel turned around and saw that ball in time, but he turned it right at the perfect moment and was able to make a big catch. That was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it looked like Rackley just had a guy in his face, so had to get it out quick, and then with Eckel running the seam route there up the middle, just kind of fell right into his lap, so it worked out perfectly.
So Roseburg, probably one of their closer halftime scores this season, down 21-7 here as we get ready for the start of the second half. Both teams are out there throwing the ball at the middle of the field is Jace Wilder, which leads me to believe that maybe Wilder is going to be our starting quarterback for the second half. We saw Brogan Rackley in the first half, and Rackley making his second consecutive start, but he did get subbed out for Jace Wilder at the end of the first half, and they may be giving Wilder a chance to try and lead the offense, the senior out there for the second half as we get going here. Hey, you mentioned this earlier, and because we know we've got sports fans tuning in, World Series happening tonight. You've been keeping tabs on that as we've been going through here tonight, and Houston Astros hosting the Philadelphia Phillies. Game 1 of the World Series underway this evening. Best of 7 series starting out in Houston. That was a high-scoring affair here early on.
Yeah, bottom of the 8th, still tied up at 5 apiece. Looks like the Astros have one on with one out, but a high-scoring affair for sure. Definitely exciting baseball to watch.
5-5, that one. We don't want you to tune away because we are hoping for an exciting second half here tonight on senior night, but if you want to put it on like a second screen, that's on Fox here tonight as well. Just getting ready to start the third quarter here tonight. Houston, or Philadelphia, man, that team, they've been the shocker of the Major League Baseball postseason, and they've come to play. They're not wilting away against that powerful Houston Astros ball club there, and they had to face Verlander tonight on the mound, and he's been deadly. So, nice. That'll be interesting to see how that World Series plays out here this season. All right, we're getting ready for the second half. Roseburg will be getting the football, and they will be moving left to right on your radio dial, it appears. Roseburg will be receiving with, it's been Boston Williams and Landon Hodges deep to return, and that is the case here to start the second half. Grant's pass, we're waiting for them to come out to kick this one away. Boston Williams, I was looking it up as I was putting together some notes for the game tonight. Earlier this week, get together all of our stats. Boston Williams, coming into tonight, was Roseburg's leading receiver. He was Roseburg's leading tackler, and he was Roseburg's leading kickoff returner. So the senior, who didn't play last year, has come out and been able to do a little bit of everything. And that's leading receiver for a guy that isn't really much of an offensive guy. He plays mostly defense, and they try to reserve him for that. But he gets a chance to get out there and play a little bit of offense every so often, and he's made it count. Kickoff waiting to go here. Right-footed kick from Aiden Dietz, deep, and into the end zone where Boston Williams retreats to catch it. And Roseburg will set up at their own 20-yard line. Second half action for us here on The Score. Tonight's game is brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Contact their travel experts for your travel plans. Give them a call at 672-5701. And again, don't forget to stick around for the post-game show when we name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. 12 minutes on the board to start the third quarter. The offense out there, and it will be Jace Wilder in shotgun at quarterback for Roseburg. He's got Tyler Reitman to his left in the backfield. Eckel in the slot to the right. He'll motion towards the middle of the field. They'll give it to him, trying to get the end around. He wants to cut it upfield, slips through one tackle, and across the 20 to the 21-yard line on a first down carry for Roseburg's junior running back. Looked it up last year. Eckel had 171 carries on the season. He came in tonight at an even 100 as he got into the game. Second down and 9 for Roseburg. Marching band always takes the third quarter off as they pack up all the stuff after performing at halftime. So Roseburg's got to create some of their own energy here. Can hear the cheerleaders down underneath us as we get ready for this third quarter to really get underway here. Second down and 9 for the Tribe. Wilder with his right hand, his throwing hand, taped up around his thumb. He'll move Eckel in motion, gets the snap and penalty out before. Wow. They got the snap away, and then the penalty flag came out right as they got the snap off, and the penalty flag comes out from the back judge. Delay of game on Roseburg. Penalty there. Well, we've seen it recently in the NFL where they talk about how they give you a little bit of a hesitation. They watch the clock, they watch the snap, and when they see it hit 0, they look down to see if the ball's been snapped, and if it hasn't, they'll throw the flag. If it is in the process of happening, then they give it away. Pressure coming on second down and long, and the blitz from the left edge of the defense for Grants Pass will get home. That's Troy Osborne, the junior, that'll take down Wilder on the sack back to the 8-yard line. And the drive moving the wrong direction. A loss of 8 for Wilder on the sack. Makes it third down, and it'll be 22 to go. Roseburg will set up at their own 8-yard line on the left hash mark. A.J. Baker still out of the game. Saw him in street clothes coming out of the locker room. Dakota James has taken over at the right tackle spot. 4-man front for Grants Pass, expecting a passing down here. A pocket for Wilder. Heaves it deep downfield. Too far down there. Tried to see if he could get a flag out of that one or connect with senior Boston Williams, who was into the game. But out of the reach of everybody on the big arm of Jace Wilder. And Roseburg will have fourth down and long, and they'll be forced to punt from deep in their own territory. I believe Jacob Michael will have to stand in his own end zone. So a penalty on a delay of game and then taking a sack. Roseburg, a drive to start out the second half, does not result in any positive momentum for the Tribe, trailing 21-7 with 10:06 to go here in the third quarter. Michael standing on the U in Roseburg in the end zone, waiting for the snap. He'll pull it in. No pressure. He gets the kick away. That's a pretty good high kick, and a fair catch called for at the 39-yard line by the return man for Grants Pass. That was Trevor Reeves. So Roseburg has to punt it away after the defense for Grants Pass comes up with the plays. They get the ball with 10 minutes exactly to go here in this third quarter. And they start in Roseburg territory at the 38. Offense out there for the Cavemen, led by senior quarterback Jace Blanchard. Senior, 6'1", 160 pounds. Over 100 yards passing so far tonight. He has not missed on many of his throws downfield. Only 38 yards to try and cover here for the Cavemen as Roseburg's defense will try to get a stop. Bradfield, Banta, and Coleman on the defensive line. And whistles before the play gets stopped. They're going to send a player off for Grants Pass. That is Aiden Dietz. It's going to get sent to the sideline for an equipment issue. He'll be replaced by Cole Carnes. Wide out to the left side. Reeves in the backfield with Blanchard, going to pass to Carnes. He comes into the game and gets his number called. He stays on his feet as he's working against Brogan Rackley and muscles his way down to the 30-yard line. One-on-one there, and Carnes able to fight his way for yardage, picks up 8. So that will be a pickup down to the 30-yard line. Second down and about a yard to go. Handed off to Reeves, runs up the middle. Harrison got to him, but he gets drug a little bit as he tried to bring him down from behind. Reeves will carry the defender as he moves the chains on the run to the 25-yard line. Picks up 5. .9:15 and counting. Grants Pass leading by 14, looking to add to it here in the third quarter on their first drive. Blanchard moves Reeves out of the backfield to his left. Going to go on the quick slant. That ball's tipped. Is thrown down was the intended receiver. I think Kenyon. It was Nick Parrish who got in and got his arms around the waist and flung him down. He hadn't had the football, though, at that time. That ball ricochets off his fingertips, incomplete. Makes it second down and 10 here from the Roseburg 25-yard line. Kenyon will move in motion. They hand it off up the middle to Blay. Things open wide up. A foot race to the 10. Cuts outside to the hash marks to the 5. And he's in. Touchdown. It's clean. Grants Pass will score on their first drive of the second half. They lead 27-7. Blay will get his third rushing touchdown of the night. This is his longest at 25 yards. And he puts Grants Pass up by 20, looking to make it 21. Out for the kick is Leach. He's been perfect on the night, and he will stay that way as he puts it through the uprights. 28-7, Grants Pass in front. We'll take a 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Well, it wasn't the start that Roseburg was hoping for here in the second half as Gage Blay gets his third rushing touchdown of the evening. He's up to 40 yards total on the night, and he puts Grants Pass up 28-7. Tonight's ball game here on the score is sponsored by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Kickoff coming away from Aiden Dietz. He's been putting pretty much all of them into the end zone to force Roseburg on the touchback. Give the Tribe the football at the 20. Kicking right to left in the road white jerseys tonight for Grants Pass. The kickoff is away. Not particularly deep at the 5 for Williams. Boston will have it. Racing up. He gets to the 25. Still on his feet out to the 30. And Roseburg will have it out to the 32-yard line, it looks like, is where they will spot Boston Williams on that kickoff return. Well, coming up tomorrow here on the score, we just got CBS Sports Radio for you. No Beaver football tomorrow. That's unfortunate. It always sucks to have a football weekend without any football. But on Sunday, we make up for it. It's a quadruple header with the London game coming up on Sunday. So tune in for 4 NFL games here on the score this weekend. Roseburg with the football, first down and 10. Jace Wilder looking to pass. He's picked off. It's Osborne with the interception. Second turnover of the night for Roseburg Osborne with a short return. They'll spot him at the 31-yard line. And that was quick there. Wilder throws the INT. And it's Osborne with the pick. Grants Pass will have it. They can really start putting this one in the books if they can score here. And they've got really good starting position. I thought the scoreboard was, that might have been a truck going by on I-5 honking its horn. At the 31-yard line, they actually start closer to the end zone than they did on their last drive. Handed off to Reeves on the delay. Counters back to the left. He loses the football but gets back on top of it. Ball came loose for Reeves, but he hops back on it and keeps the possession for Grants Pass. He runs that one down to the 29-yard line, picking up 2. It's been Reeves and Blay doing the scoring tonight. 4 rushing touchdowns for the Cavemen. Reeves still in the backfield with Blanchard. 2 targets to the left side, Tunick and Kenyon. Handoff to Reeves running right. Tries to cut it back upfield at the hash marks. He'll use his speed to get to the 27-yard line. Picks up 2 more yards. And it will make it 3rd down and 6 yards to go here for Grants Pass. Roseburg will look to try and see if they can stop him. Most likely need to stop him on 2 more downs here. 7:30 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Already a 28-7 lead for Grants Pass. They'll spread out Dietz and Tunick to the left. Tied into the right of the formation for the Cavemen. Looking left the whole way. Going towards the end zone. Has a man down there. And penalty flags will come out. Roseburg had 2 defenders in the area, and they both collide with Jackson Tunick, who tried to stretch the defense. It's unfortunate. That ball had some time. Roseburg didn't need to necessarily, if they could have gotten their heads turned around, maybe they see the ball before they collide with the intended receiver, and they could avoid the penalty, but that was a pretty clear pass interference against Roseburg. So that'll move the football for a 1st down for Grants Pass. They'll walk it off inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Sorry, make that the 12. So it's into the red zone for Grants Pass, trying to stretch their lead up 21. Pistol formation, Blay in the backfield. He motions to the left of quarterback Jace Blanchard. They'll pitch it out to him, running left side, gets to the 5, uses a stiff arm to get down to the 1, and Nick Parrish was in the backfield. He almost intercepted that pitch, but he was a second too late, and then he was out of position. And Blay goes racing by him down to the 1 for a pickup of 11. And Blay will set up Grants Pass. 1st down and goal from the 1. Within striking distance, Blay looking for his 4th touchdown of the night. He's in at the pistol formation. Motions to the right of Blanchard. Blanchard's going to roll to his right, looking to pass to the end zone. That one's out of the reach of the intended target. That it was Tunick there on the out route to the front pylon. So the incompletion will stop the clock with 6:35 to go. 2nd down and goal from the 1. Grants Pass may be looking to try and work on some plays here. A comfortable lead, but at the goal line here at the 1. That felt like a bit of a risk to try and pass it when they could go to Blay to try and run it in. They'll give it to him here. Stretches around the left tackle, and he's in. 4th touchdown of the night for Gage Blay. And gets another one from 1 yard out. And Grants Pass starting to pull away, leading 34-7. 52 yards on the evening for Blay. Right-footed kicker Elijah Leach out to try and add the extra point. And he does yet again. He stays perfect on the night. And it is now 35-7. Grants Pass in front of Roseburg here in the third quarter. 6:31 to go in the period. We'll come back after a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
6:31 to go here in the third. It's now a 28-point lead for Grants Pass. They'll be kicking away again, right to left. Last time out, Boston Williams had about a 25-yard return. This one, he'll not get a chance to return. A laser line drive into the end zone and out the back. So Roseburg will set up at their own 20 yet again. Last time out, we saw a delay of game penalty, back up Roseburg, and then give up a sack, and that really turned things early on in that first drive of the second half for Roseburg. Quick update on North Salem and South Salem in the Special District 1 conference that Roseburg's in here this season. North Salem trailing South Salem 13-7 in that matchup. Those two teams, North Salem trying to get to 6 wins, South Salem trying to go to 8-1 on the year. Roseburg with Jace Wilder at quarterback, Eckel behind him in the pistol. They give it to Eckel, trying to run left side of the offensive line, and he is swallowed up immediately. Gets right back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. Second down and 10. That was the 8th carry of the night for Eckel. Eckel with 3 catches for 39 yards and a score. Into the third quarter, Cascade Christian 35, South Umpqua 6. Oof. Coach Steve Stebbins joining us earlier today on the Umpqua Basin Tailgate Show. He said he was excited about this one because he wanted to see his team tested. They are. They'll have some things to figure out going into the postseason. Looking to pass downfield. Robinson makes the adjustment to come back to the ball, and he is wrapped up out at the 48-yard line. Big play, Brody Robinson. So Roseburg will move the chains on a big pass play. We know that Wilder's got a big arm if he's got a couple of minutes. Well, not minutes. Got a couple of seconds to set up and throw. And that one actually credited all the way out to the 50-yard line, a 30-yard pass play. And that was Robinson on the catch, his first of the night. He'd been injured for a few weeks. Good to see him back out there, the youngster. They will get it to Eckel again, running left side. Things open up more this time for him. Passing game, helping out the running game. Eckel gets to the 44-yard line. Grants Pass half of the field, and he will pick up 6. Eckel coming in tonight with 378 yards on the ground, needing 22 to get over 400. I was hoping he'd get a chance to see 500 on the year after his rushing for 1,000 last year. I was hoping that he'd get to at least 500 this year in a difficult season, but right now looking to see hopefully he can get to 400. They give it, no, keeper for Wilder trying to run up the middle. He gets wrapped up and pulled down at the 43, picks up 1. So it makes it 3rd down and 3. Roseburg's got to get it to the 40 or beyond to try and move the chains, and Wilder will run the play out to the huddle. 4:14 and counting here on senior night for the Tribe. Got Robinson and Austin spread out to the right side. That's Jordan White out to the left in the slot. Eccles in the backfield with Wilder. They give it to Eckel. They send the blitz, and he's got nowhere to go. And Caden Eckel had stayed up and had escaped before the whistle, but then they blew him dead, and Roseburg's arguing the play. The clock is running 3:35 to go, counting down. 4th down and 5 now after a loss back to the 45 for Eckel. He was able to spin out of that one just before the whistles, but doesn't get credit for it. So Roseburg going to go for it on 4th and 5 here. Austin and Robinson to the right. White and Irvin to the left. Eccles in the backfield with Wilder. In shotgun, 3:03 to go. The clock winding down, and a timeout's going to be taken by Roseburg. Take that timeout before the play clock runs out. 3:01 to go. Roseburg trails 35-7. We take a 30-second timeout here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
From a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Roseburg football tonight on the Score, brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza, a legendary pizza tradition. 4th down and 5 for Roseburg out of the timeout. They'll try to convert here. Wilder, they're looking to send the house for Grant's pass. They get some guys in. Throw near side. It's picked by Robinson. He's got it racing down the sideline to the 20, to the 15, and taken out of bounds. The defensive back came up to make a play and couldn't get the pick. Robinson with the fingertips able to get it and move it downfield, and now a penalty flag out at the end of the play. Jordan White was out there in the vicinity. I didn't catch what happened at the end of it. They mark Robinson out on the pass play. He's had a couple of big ones on this drive. They mark him out at the 13. We'll wait to see what the penalty flag is. Roseburg's ready to go. That was a pickup of 35. Unsportsmanlike against Grant's pass. So add to the penalty. Pickup of 35 for Robinson on the catch and run. His second catch of the night. And just like that, he's got 65 yards through the air. Tack on that penalty by Grant's pass. And the ball will be spotted down to the GP 8-yard line. So Roseburg in business here, trying to add to their score here tonight. Season high for Roseburg with 17 points against Sprague. I'd like to try and eclipse that here in the final game of the regular season. Eckel to the right of Wilder. Wilder pausing, now will get the snap, gives it to Eckel, running left side, steps around the blitzer, bounces it out to the left side at the hash mark, racing to the end zone and in. Touchdown, Roseburg. Caden Eckel gets his second touchdown of the night. This one on the ground as he gets the 8-yard run and gets Roseburg their second touchdown of the evening. Pending the extra point coming out, Jacob Michael, an 8-yard touchdown run will put Eckel over 400 on the season for his yardage. And the PAT is up and through as Grant's pass in there trying to get some hands on it, unable to do so. 35-14 is your score. Roseburg on the board after a couple of big plays by Brody Robinson to move downfield. We'll take a 30-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
The good old days when you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller, when businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
Third quarter action here from Finlay Field. Roseburg not going to give up just yet. Down 21. Still a whole fourth quarter to go here, so don't write them off just yet, but they've got a long hill to climb still against Grants Pass. But they get an 8-yard touchdown run by Caden Eckel to get on the board, making it 35-14. Roseburg will be kicking away left to right. We'll get a break for a legal ID here in just a moment after the kickoff. Jacob Michael to kick it away. And penalty flags out as Roseburg was trying to go for the onside kick. They might have had guys offside. So the kickoff goes from the 40. I'm assuming that both flags are for offside. The ball did go 10 yards, so I think I heard Coach Heiberger say, put it in the air, so I think don't necessarily expect an onside kick attempt here, but this is where you think. So is he saying that to get the kick return team to think that they're not going to kick the onside kick, but they really are going to kick the onside kick? Or they're bringing in some hands, guys. Grants Pass is running all over the place trying to figure out where they want everybody to be. They put Carnes up on that front line as the hands team. Michael does kick it. A line drive to the 20-yard line for Dietz. He's going to race to the far side. Gets to the sideline and will not escape the defender, but gets out on the near midfield on the Grants Pass sideline right around the 47. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Roseburg football on the score. .238 to go in the third quarter. Ball will be spotted at the Grants Pass 49-yard line as they bring the offense back out. Roseburg could use a takeaway here. Roseburg's fumbled and thrown an interception. They could use a takeaway. Get that, and they may have a chance at the comeback here. More importantly, they got to keep Grants Pass out of the end zone. A 3-and-out would be just as effective. Reeves will motion out of the backfield. Blanchard looking to pass, rolls to his right, going to go downfield. He's got Morgan, diving catch inside the 15. The tight end comes up with the play at the 14-yard line, and that's the opposite of what we were saying Roseburg needed here on this drive. Down to the 14-yard line. That would be a pickup of 37 through the air for Luke Morgan. Back to run the offense quickly here. Blanchard rolling to his right, looking towards the end zone. A ball tipped up. I think Wilder in coverage there knocks that one away. It will stay. It'll go to second down and 10 from the 14-yard line. So up to 146 yards through the air tonight for Blanchard. 55 yards on 3 catches for Luke Morgan after that 37-yarder. Second down and 10. Move a man in motion from right to left. Hand it off. Reeves up the middle. Slipping tackles down to the 5. Upended as he barrel rolls inside the 5. The ball might have come out at the end, and Roseburg was diving for it. But they say that Reeves was down before the ball came loose at the 4-yard line. And it'll be first down and goal from the 4 for Grants Pass. That was a run of exactly 10 yards for Reeves, who's over 50 yards on the ground tonight. He'll set up in the backfield with Blanchard. 2 receivers to the right side close to the line. They pitch that direction. They use them as blockers. Reeves cuts up field, still on his feet, barreling in across the end line, and he is in. So Roseburg was hoping to try and come up with a stop there. They do not. Touchdown run by Trevor Reeves, and this has just been a lot of back and forth down the field, a lot of penalty stoppages. This has been a game that is drug out here, and we're still a minute 53 to go in the third quarter. 41-14 your score. The PAT coming. Kick is up and good. Well, if you weren't ready to say goodnight to the high school football season, stay with us. We're going to be going late into the evening here tonight from Finlay Field. 42-14 our score as we have a minute 53 to go here in the third quarter. We take a 30-second break and come back after this on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
Third quarter here at Finlay Field on a Friday night. A beautiful night for some football here in the Umpqua Basin. It feels like fall, but it's staying dry. We're looking at 57 degrees, although there is a chance we might start to see a little drizzle beginning here in Roseburg. Kickoff away. High rainbow kick. Juggled around. It'll be Hodges that takes it. He gets to the 20. Spin move up the hash mark and ripped all the way back to the 20. Before they blow the whistles, they give him credit out to the 25-yard line. So Hodges on about a 20-yard return will set Roseburg up. First down and 10 with a minute 41 to go in the third quarter. Tonight's contest here on the score is sponsored by Good Vibration Solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. And don't forget, this season of Roseburg High football on our video player at 541radio.com is sponsored by the Cow Creek Tribe. Going to be heading down to Seven Feathers, operated by the Cow Creek Tribe tomorrow for their big Halloween costume contest. Get to be a judge for that for a second year in a row. Should be fun. First down and 10 for Roseburg. Wilder will pass to White out on the far side. Makes the first man miss. Races up the hash marks to the 30. They say he was down at the 29-yard line to pick up a 4 on first down. First catch of the night for Jordan White. The senior has been one of Roseburg's reliable receivers this season. Dealt with injury the last couple of weeks, though. Good to see that he's out there. Four-man front for Grant's pass. Wilder in shotgun with Eckel to his left. 2 targets either side. Give it to Eckel, and he is swallowed up. Just right through the offensive line comes that front line for Grant's pass, and Eckel, all he had was get the football in the handoff and then make sure that it doesn't get taken away. They will drop him. Forward progress, they put him back at the 28-yard line, so a loss of 1 for Eckel. Clock running down to 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Third down and 7 for Roseburg. It was Robinson in this position on the last drive to convert a couple of times for Roseburg and keep them moving. He sets up wide to the right side for Wilder, who's moving guys around. He's got St. Clair to the left. Looking to pass. They go out in the bubble screen. That might be a backwards pass. It's sitting on the 20, and it was a backwards lateral, and Caden Eckel slow to get up. He does get up, though. jumping on that loose ball, wisely paying attention there, was Dylan Bradfield, and Roseburg a fumble all the way back to their 20, losing 8. And so the third quarter comes to an end with Roseburg trailing 42-14, and unfortunately going backwards on this drive. We head to the fourth quarter after a 60-second timeout on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
We come back one play into the fourth quarter. You didn't miss much. It was a punt on 4th down and long by Roseburg, and it'll push Grants Pass back in their own territory to their own 36-yard line. The Cavemen leading in this one with 11:46 to go. They're on top 42-14 as we welcome you back here to Finlay Field. Joey Keyran with you, along with Carter Stedman here in the booth, helping with the video production. Grady Hamilton back in the studio, running things on the radio side. Tonight's game brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. Blanchard will fire one out to the far side, right into the hands of Aiden Dietz, still on his feet as he tries to escape the defense. He'll get credit to the 44-yard line, picking up 8 on the pass play. And up to 154 yards through the air tonight for Jace Blanchard, the starting quarterback for Grants Pass. It's been said many times by Coach Heiberger to me throughout this season, this conference was loaded with senior quarterbacks this year. Blanchard is just one of the many in the Southwest and Central Valley Conference this year. Roseburg trying to send some pressure as a handoff up the middle for Grants Pass. Going to be short of the first down on the carry to the 40-yard line, picking up 1. And the ball carrier, I think, is the guy rolling around on the ground for Grants Pass. And that is a new man out there carrying the football for the Cavemen. That was Parker Roberts, a sophomore, gets his first carry of the night. And he didn't have his helmet on. He got the trainer to come out and usher him to the sideline. He picked up 1 yard on the carry. 3rd down and a yard here for Grants Pass. Handed off to another new man in the backfield, and Dylan Bradfield will come up and make a stop in the backfield, forcing 4th down. Charles Silvers, a sophomore, he gets the carry and gets tackled for loss by Dylan Bradfield. Drops him back to the 42-yard line, a loss of 3. Silvers going backwards. And it's 4th down and 4 for Grants Pass, and they leave the offense on the field. It's a 3rd new running back on this drive for Grants Pass. High snap, and it's going to be a boot, not a very good one, picked up by Jace Wilder in Grants Pass territory, still on his feet, still running, getting help from Reitman. Penalty flags are out. Wilder's still upright. They haven't blown this dead. Down to about the 22-yard line is where Jace Wilder will finally go down as he puts the world on his shoulders and takes it inside the 25 on a... They do this with the quarterback trying to punt a couple of times throughout. I watched it some last week. Their quarterback, Jace Blanchard, will be the punter as he sets up an offense out there and then just drops back a couple of yards to kick it away. So it's a blindside block against Roseburg on the return, I'm assuming. It was out at the 31. So I don't know if that's Roseburg football or if we kick it again. They're going to put the ball, it looks like, out at the 46, and I think that's where Roseburg will get it. So they'll spot the football out at the 46-yard line. So Roseburg gets it with 9:48 to go in the fourth quarter after a poor punt, but then a penalty by Roseburg backs them up to the Grants Pass 46. And Roseburg will have a new quarterback wearing a new number, but I'm going to guess that that's Corey Kimball. It kind of looks like him. He's been the guy to come in late in games. Number 8, Xander Littlefield on the roster, but I'm guessing it's Kimball. Penalty flag out as Reitman runs it to the far side. We'll see what they call here on the carry by Reitman. The penalty flag's right at the line of scrimmage on first down. Holding against Roseburg. Kind of looked like a high, maybe a horse collar tackle. Might be partly what the Roseburg coaching staff is wanting called. But the holding penalty will back Roseburg up again now to the Grants Pass 44, or excuse me, the Roseburg 44. Back on their own half of the 50. So I'm going to say it's Kimball out there at quarterback. He was wearing number 2 earlier. Unless it is truly Xander Littlefield. But it looks like Kimball based on his stature. He's going to try and take it off and run after a high snap. He had to knock it down to himself and thought about trying to throw, but tucked it in and ran it to the 40. That was a loss of 4 on the carry. So it's going to be now second down and even longer. Scoreboard reading 24 yards. We'll take their word for it, then I don't have to do math. I was told on Twitter today, look out for this Corey Kimball kid, a freshman. His neighbor chiming in during the Umpqua Basin Tailgate show today. Going to throw downfield. He's got an arm, and a penalty flag is out. Kimball, he's not a big guy out there, but showing off a strong arm and a nice throw downfield with a nice tight spiral. I'm not seeing a number 2 on the sideline, so I'm going to guess that Kimball got a new jersey tonight, and that's been kind of the case this season for Roseburg. A lot of guys switching jersey numbers as they're getting called up from the JV team. So from the 40-yard line, it's going to be a pass interference penalty. So waiting for them to count off where this ball was spotted. It looks like 45, other half of the 50. So they put it down on the orange feather at midfield, or in the midfield area at the Grants Pass 45. It'll make it second down and 9 after that penalty on pass interference. Kimball will be in shotgun. Jace Wilder spread out wide to the left side. Reitman is in at running back to the right of Kimball. Kimball looking to pass, wants to go to the senior. Wilder catches, stays on his feet, drags the tackler, and inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. So they move it to the 28. That's a pickup of 15 for Wilder. And Kimball comes in completes his first pass. I think I said 15. They put it down to it's actually at the 33-yard line. I miscounted there. So that was a pickup of 12. Looking to pass again. Kimball going to the end zone. Overthrows that one. Intended for Wilder, who's looking for a flag. So incomplete. 8:03 to go in the ball game. For the way this game is, 42-14 here. That is a 28-point lead in favor of Grants Pass. Just feels like an extremely chippy game out there with a lot of chirping from both sides. But Grants Pass and Roseburg, I have it down as the 103rd meeting between these two schools. So a lot of history out there. Second down and 10. Kimball again looking to pass. Goes on the out route to White. White has it. The pass, his momentum took him back to the line of scrimmage. He put the brakes on and tried to get upfield, but it will gain short yardage. They put the football down to the 32, so it's a pickup of 1. And it's 3rd down and 9 for Roseburg. They're in 4-down territory here. Kimball in shotgun with Reitman to his left. 3 targets, all seniors to the left side. Williams, White, and Wilder. Rolling to his left, nowhere to go for Corey Kimball. Taken down at the 40-yard line. He will lose 8. Grants Pass coming up with the sack. I said it was 4-down territory. Well, taking the sack back to the 40. Makes it 4th down and 17, and it looks like Roseburg will leave the offense out there. Not a lot to lose at this point in time. 6:50 to go in the ball game, and they'll let Kimball head out there to see if he can lead the team to a 1st down. Still James Coleman at center. Kyler Mills at right guard. Brayson Parker at left guard. Dylan Bradfield at left tackle. And Dakota James at right tackle. Kimball, high snap, pulls it in. Rolling to his left, looking downfield. Going to take it off and run. Ooh! Helmet to helmet. And there's a penalty flag deep downfield. Kimball running down the near sideline. Got hit square, helmet to helmet at the 31. And a penalty flag does come out. It would be short of the 1st down by 8 yards or so. Kimball ran that again to the 31, picked up 9. It is a personal foul against Grants Pass, and it's going to be a 1st down Roseburg. So they put it down to the 16, so they count it off at the end of the play on the run by Kimball and move it down to the 16 on the penalty by Grants Pass. First down for Roseburg, 6:26 to go in the ball game. If they could get a touchdown, it'd be their best offensive night of the season. They're relying on the freshman out there to try and lead them there. Reitman, a sophomore, in the backfield with the freshman. Gets the snap, looking to his left, looking for Wilder in the end zone. And overthrown, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Wilder had a touchdown catch last week and just dropped it. Rackley found him. He boxed out. He went into basketball mode early and boxed out the defensive back. Had great position, but the defensive back was fighting through Wilder to try and get back to the football, and Chase just could not hang on to it. Dropped what could have been a touchdown pass, his first of the season. So I think they're trying to get Wilder one here in the end zone. He sets up to the left side. Kimball They will send some pressure, dumps it out to Reitman, running on the near sideline, takes on the defender, and down to the 10-yard line. Reitman will take Roseburg to the 10 on the completion, a pickup of 6. First catch of the night for Reitman. Makes it 3rd down and 4. Kimball, pressure coming. He gets taken down back at the 20. Couldn't outrace the defense. So Kimball will go back to the 20. And it'll be 4th down and 14 for Roseburg. Roseburg will go for it here with Kimball. Reitman to his left. Pressure coming. Kimball steps up in the middle. Things are wide open. He's going to take off and run. He gets to the 5 as he gets 3 defenders coming at him. And does he convert it? They put him down right at about the 6-yard line. It's going to be close for the first down if he makes it. And Roseburg does get the first down and goal. A run by Kimball put him back to the 20. He took off running and gets down to the 6, picks up 14. And Roseburg has 1st and goal from the 6. It'll be 1st down play here for Kimball in shotgun with Reitman to his left. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Out in the flats, it's caught by Boston Williams up the hash marks to the in line, the goal line, and in. Touchdown, Roseburg. Boston Williams will get his first score of the season. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass from Kimball to Boston. Boston Williams will help Roseburg reach its highest scoring night of the season. PAT coming up here. And Roseburg, actually, they're going to go for 2. They've got Wilder out there at quarterback. Reitman in there to the left of him. I don't see Michael out there at anywhere, so they don't got a kicker on the field. Trying to go for 2. We've got a lineman maybe in a... Yeah, they've got Ben Boyce, a senior, as kind of a slot receiver there, and a timeout is taken. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout as well. Come back for the extra point on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Four minutes to go in this ball game. Roseburg is trying to get a PAT or an extra. I'm not sure if they'll try to continue to try and go for 2 or not. We'll see as they bring the offense out after a timeout. They've got Kimball back out there. They do mix it up. They've got Reitman in the backfield with him. Kimball Dropping back, looking to pass, looking to his right, rolling out that direction, tosses it. It is knocked down, incomplete. So the score will stay 42-20 with 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Let's take another 30 seconds back here on 541radio.com. Back here at Roseburg High School. For those tuning in and listening on the radio, we apologize. Our hardwired internet connection decided to drop out all of a sudden on us there. We've got that back up and running. Unfortunately, that meant you missed a touchdown by Boston Williams. And Boston gets in on a 6-yard touchdown pass from Corey Kimball here in the fourth quarter. First touchdown pass of the season for Kimball. Roseburg, their season high in points. First touchdown grab for Boston Williams on the night and on the season. Roseburg going for the onside kick. Penalty flags come out. Wait to see the call here. That ball doesn't look like it quite went 10 yards. So that might be an illegal touching there. Officials are talking about it. The ball's right now at the 49-yard line, Roseburg's half of the 50. That touchdown for Roseburg set up by a 14-yard scramble by Corey Kimball to set up first and goal. Offense for Grants Pass out there, as it feels as if the official's still getting everything squared away here. Four minutes even on the board. Starting to drizzle here in Roseburg. It's a moderate drizzle. Tonight's game brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. The official's going to saunter this direction to give us the call. So they did touch it before it went 10 yards. Grants Pass will decline the penalty, which gives them the ball at the Roseburg 49. All right, got that all squared away. 4 minutes to play. It is still Jace Blanchard out there at quarterback for Grants Pass. Roseburg has Ben Boyce, Wyatt Mills, and Kyler Mills up on that front line. Shotgun snap, handed off. It's Trevor Reeves running. Gets to the left side, around the edge to the sideline where Robinson will spin him out of bounds. Carey takes the ball to the Roseburg 37. Pickup of 12 for Reeves. It is starting to get wet out there. I'm guessing that nobody's going to care on the Roseburg side. They are excited to play to the whistle here, I think. Dakota James out there. You've got James Coleman playing at a linebacker position. Boston Williams and Jace Wilder out there with him. They're getting a lot of seniors on the field here. In the backfield, Kyler Mills diving to try and make the stop on Reeves. Got his shoelaces and will get credit for the tackle. Down to the 34 goes Reeves on a 3-yard carry. So seniors along the front line with Kyler Mills, Wyatt Mills, Ben Boyce, Jace Wilder, James Coleman, and Boston Williams at linebackers. Jordan White's in at a safety position, so a good majority of your seniors out there on the field right now. Brogan Rackley out there, Robinson out there as well, Dakota James and Landon Hodges. And before the snap, false start on Grants Pass. The one name that we didn't mention was Riley McAllister, and I think he might be injured. A name that we have not, unfortunately, said much this season. They've got him listed as number 75, and I don't know everybody well enough to pick him out by face. Looking to throw downfield. That's caught by Morgan for a first down as he's taken down to the 15-yard line. That'll move the chains as Blanchard connects with his tight end. That was a 19-yard reception. ...173 yards through the air for Blanchard passing tonight. 3 minutes to go in this one, a 22-point ball game. Handed off, running left side for Reeves. Gets the blocking help, running around it, just kind of patient to wait to see which side to dart around one of his teammates. Takes that inside the 10, and they put him out at the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Clock ticking down here on the season for Roseburg. Presumably they were outside the top 32 to start the night. Got to figure they probably will not bounce up. Needed to win tonight to see if that might even just do it for them, to get them into the playoffs somehow, even with just one win. But unfortunately, not looking like it's going to happen tonight, and Roseburg likely done here tonight. Running is Reeves, gets inside the 5, carries to the goal line, down at the 1 for Trevor Reeves. That's a 7-yard carry. And he will make it first down and goal. Grants Pass going to be playing next week, and they should likely be in the state championship bracket. There's 2 16-team brackets at 6A now. The state championship one and the Columbia Cup, which is the second tier, the bottom 16 teams in the 32-team field. So Grants Pass likely going to be in the one playing for a 6A state title. They'll wait. Those rankings freeze tonight. The bracket will be filled, and then we'll see where everybody's heading in the postseason. 143 and ticking down from the 1-yard line and into the end zone. Touchdown for Grants Pass. And credit Trevor Reeves on the score. 48-20. I mean, this is a 68 points, a high-scoring affair here tonight. PAT team will come out. Right-footed kicker Elijah Leach boots it through the uprights, and it is now 49-20. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back to wrap up this one tonight here from Finlay Field on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Here from Finlay Field, Joey Kieran with you. Joining me is Carter Stedman. Grady Hamilton back in the studio at the Wheels of Steel, running things on the radio side tonight for us. Thanks to the crew for helping out all season long. Looking like our high school football season for Roseburg coming to an end here tonight as the rains start coming down. Up in Sutherland, I believe that the Sutherland Bulldogs, their season coming to an end here on the final week of the regular season as well. Dan Bain preparing to hopefully get a chance to bring you some Oakland football here coming up starting next week as Oakland makes their run to the playoffs. And that Oakland team looks like a possibly state championship contender, so that should be a fun run there. And we'll see about what we can get on the score for you here in the postseason. Kickoff away to the 4-yard line for Boston Williams, right up the middle. Stops at the 22, gets across the 25 out to the 30 and down to the 32-yard line. So he was kind of just bobbing his way up the field, trying to find some open space, patient as he attacked the kickoff coverage team. Gets it out to the 32 as Roseburg's offense on the field for the final 90 seconds of this one here against Grants Pass. We saw Corey Kimball, the freshman, lead Roseburg on a scoring drive last time the Tribe was out there. And he will head out there to lead them on this drive as well. A freshman in the backfield as the seniors get out there. Jordan White, Jace Wilder to the left. Ben Boyce is in at left tackle. Wyatt Mills and Kyler Mills on the line. They pass it to White. He catches it on the in route from his slot position. He takes it out to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 6 for White. Down to a 1:10 to go here. I'll break it out. I think all the seniors are out there here to finish out the game. Kyler Mills at right guard, Wyatt Mills at left guard, James Coleman at center. Dropping back, looking to pass, stepping up in the pocket for Kimball. Will take off up the middle. He gets to the 45, to the 50 as he slides down, avoiding a hard hit at the 49-yard line. A scramble of 9 yards for Kimball. Sorry, make that 11 yards. I'm not sure if that's what I said or not. 11 yards on that scramble for Kimball and a first down. Looking to pass. Jace Wilder was not even moving on the snap. Now he gets a catch, racing down the sideline, taken out inside the 20, down to the 14-yard line. That'll stop the clock as it moves the chains into Grants Pass territory. Wilder didn't even realize the ball had been snapped, was standing there. Finally, Kimball was flush from the pocket. He's like, hey, just throw it to me here, and he races down the sideline. So that will be a 37-yard completion to Jace Wilder. Roseburg will set up in the red zone. Kimball looking to pass, pump fake, stands in, throw into the end zone. Back corner, caught. Did he stay in? Touchdown, Jace Wilder. And the senior will get his first touchdown of the season. There is a penalty flag out. Might have just been some emotion there for Wilder. I think he'll get called for the celebration afterwards. Roseburg with the score, 49-26. Unsportsmanlike against Roseburg. But I think it's after they put the points on the board. It's after the touchdown. 24.4 to go. A 14-yard touchdown pass to Jace Wilder. Kimball has the freshman quarterback comes in and throws 2 touchdown passes here in the fourth quarter. 1 to Boston Williams, 1 to Jace Wilder. And he's the team leader in touchdown passes on the season. Roseburg gets backed up on the PAT because of the penalty. So they will run a play here. Kimball will be in shotgun with Boston Williams to his right. Williams stays in to block. Kimball passes, has a man wide open, but through the hands of the receiver. A penalty flag is out. That was Brody Robinson out there, the intended target on the PAT. We'll see if that gives Roseburg a second shot at the PAT or if it's just going to negate the play. It's going to be against Roseburg, and I think I will be no good. And it'll be 49-26. Grants Pass still in front with 24 seconds to go in the contest. We're going to keep it right here. Corey Kimball, the freshman quarterback, I think is now going to set a season high for passing yards in a game for Roseburg. All of it here in the fourth quarter. It's going to have the team lead for touchdown passes. Now, granted, I don't think it's a lot of the starters. I mean, there might be some out there still. I'm guessing there's some starters out of this game for Grants Pass at this point in time. But I got, during my show today from noon to 2 on Fridays here on The Score, had a Twitter follower tweet at me that says, keep an eye on this guy. He sees him running and working, practicing in his front yard with his dad. And he says he's going to be one to watch. And well, Kimball's been getting a chance to play at the varsity level as a freshman. That's definitely something, even if it's garbage time at the end of a game. And I don't know about you, but he's looked pretty sharp on these last couple of drives. Even a freshman, even if it's the second string, third string, whatever for Grants Pass, you're playing it probably JV guys at the least. And if that's the case, I mean, this is a freshman against JV guys. That's not too shabby for Kimball there. Roseburg's got a lot of guys switching in and out to get some new guys out there on special teams. Kickoff away by Landon Hodges, angled to the sideline, is going to go out of bounds. I think while I was talking there, I heard Coach Heiberger say, no more penalties. We got 24.4 seconds to go. I don't want to see any penalties. Roseburg's going to get penalized for the kick out of bounds. Rains are really starting to open up here at Finlay Field tonight. The ball, I think it went out closer to the 50 than the 35, so I think that Grants Pass will probably elect to get the ball where it went out of bounds. I would have thought. Maybe it didn't go out that. Maybe it went out beyond closer than the 35. Grants Pass takes it at their own 35-yard line. 24 seconds to go. The Cavemen can just take a knee, and they've got the quarterback under center. Roseburg showing pressure, but Blanchard does step back, takes the knee, and the clock's going to run out. They will send the teams to their sidelines, and this one's going to wrap up here tonight. The season didn't go the way Roseburg wanted it to. They finish it without a win, but they finish it with one of their better performances of the season. They put up 26 points, and they battle with Grants Pass till the end. 49-26 your final score. The Cavemen will improve to 6-3 on the year, 4-3 in conference play. They're heading to the postseason. For Roseburg, the season will most likely come to an end here tonight as they will finish out the year 0-8. They played one less game because they had a game canceled at halftime here at home in week 2. So only an 8-game schedule this year for Roseburg, but they finish it out without a win. They will send off their seniors here tonight with a competitive game that I think they can say they did everything they could and they left it on the field. We'll talk more about it when we come back with a quick post-game show. Take a 3-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Senior night here at Roseburg High School. Pink night tonight. The student section is out onto the field to celebrate with the seniors and the Roseburg football team as they wrap up the season here tonight. And they sport in pink here at the field this evening. Well, final score again was 49-26. Grants Pass comes away with a win. They're back on top after Roseburg beat them last year. Grants Pass had won 8 of the last 9 games in the matchup. Again, the 103rd meeting between Roseburg and Grants Pass. That's crazy. That's a long series. It was a lot of the run game tonight for Grants Pass. At least that's how they would put it in the end zone. As tonight, the Cavemen finish with 4 rushing touchdowns for Gage Blay, and Trevor Reeves finishes with 3 of the touchdowns for the Cavemen. No passing touchdowns, but Jace Blanchard had a nice night, over 170 yards through the air for Grants Pass. Meanwhile, Roseburg has their best scoring night of the season with 26 points here this evening. A season that saw a lot of challenges with guys in and out of the lineup constantly due to injury, and they just had to battle through a lot of stuff here this year. And it was great to see that everybody fighting towards the to the end, down to the last play of this game. Unfortunately for Roseburg, they finish out a season without a victory here tonight. But no reason to hang your head. A lot of guys getting a lot of great opportunities to get some experience, and what you hope is that they're able to take this into next year and continue to build the program off the back of what some of these seniors have been able to help this team do here over the last number of years. 49-26, again, your final score. Taking a look quickly at the final stats here, some unofficial stats for us tonight. And don't forget to stick around. We'll have your Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game coming up here in just a few moments. Brogan Rackley started at quarterback for Roseburg. I got him down 3 for 5. Did throw a touchdown pass in the second quarter, 38 yards total. Jace Wilder then came in. I've got him down for 3 for 6 through the air. Did have an interception thrown, 76 yards total though. And then Corey Kimball came in the fourth quarter, and the freshman, I've got him down for 7 of 9 passing, 82 yards, and he throws 2 touchdowns in this one. Roseburg ends up with 3 passing touchdowns on the night. They hadn't thrown a touchdown all season, and they get 3 of them here. Kimball with passing touchdowns of 6 yards and 14 yards. Through the air for Roseburg, you had Jace Wilder with 3 catches for 59 yards and a score. Then I've got Brody Robinson with 2 catches for 65 yards. Caden Eckel had 3 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown. Boston Williams, a touchdown grab of 6 yards. Byron Irvin, a catch of 10. Tyler Reitman had a catch for 6 yards, and Jordan White had 3 catches in the second half for 11 yards total. On the ground, tough night sledding tonight for Roseburg. Caden Eckel, 12 carries for 24 yards. He does eclipse 400 on the season, so that's at least an accomplishment for him there. Not quite the year he had last year that he was hoping for, but he does put together a season that you can't be too ashamed of, that's for sure. And over 400 yards rushing. He'll come back and look to try and be Roseburg's leading rusher again next year as a senior. He does get a touchdown, finishes with 3 rushing touchdowns on the season. Corey Kimball finished with 12 yards, had a big and important 14-yard carry to move the chains and set up 1st and goal late in that game. Jace Wilder, 3 carries for 18 yards. Tyler Reitman, 3 carries for 13. Brogan Rackley, 3 for 10. Might be one of Roseburg's better offensive games of the year with the scoring as well as with the yardage. On the other side for Grants Pass, I have Blanchard, 173 yards through the air. Leading receiver was Luke Morgan with 74 yards on 4 catches. On the ground, Trevor Reeves had 18 carries for 86 yards and 3 scores. Gage Blay had 8 carries for 52 yards and 4 scores. And those were your leaders for Grants Pass here tonight. The Cavemen will be waiting to see. Actually, here in just a few minutes, the rankings are going to. Roseburg just finished this game, and it's just ahead of the deadline for games to get in to freeze the rankings. That'll be coming up in 4 minutes, then probably going to be a little bit after that. But the brackets will start coming out here later tonight, maybe in about a half hour from now. So stay tuned to osaa.org to see how the 6A brackets shape up there. But more than likely, Roseburg's season comes to an end here tonight, barring some sort of crazy turn of events with the mathematical equations. They would have to be in the top 32 to give themselves a chance to get in. I just don't know at 34 whether or not it would happen. And to be honest with you, without a win on the season, it would be quite the surprising miracle run to the postseason if that were to happen for Roseburg. It's time now here in the postgame show to name our Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. Mountain Mike's helping us out with a pizza here tonight. We appreciate them. Always good eating there. And tonight, it feels weird. We've honored many of the seniors on this team this year. Jace Wilder most recently. I like to try and spread it out as best as possible to give guys the opportunity to win the award. Jace definitely could be in consideration. Caden Eckel had a nice offensive night overall with total offense. But the freshman on senior night comes out and looks good, throws 2 touchdown passes. Let's give it to Corey Kimball and see what happens there for the young man going forward. But on senior night tonight, we say goodbye to 9 seniors from the football program. Now we'll see them in other sports. Coming up, winter sports. Might see some of these guys on the basketball floor. Might see some of them on the wrestling mat. Might get a chance to see some of them coming up in spring sports as well, and we look forward to that. But we want to acknowledge the 9 seniors. They got a chance to step on the field to start out the season, or start out the night here tonight. Tiger Black, who's out there getting his photo taken with Caden Eckel right now. James Coleman, Jace Wilder, Jordan White, Boston Williams, Kyler Mills, Wyatt Mills, Ben Boyce, and Riley McAllister, your 9 seniors this year for the Roseburg Indians. It was a tough year for your senior year, but those guys kept battling all the way through. Unfortunately, Tiger Black injured midway through and missed the second half of the season. So it's unfortunate that injuries are part of the game. James Coleman dealing with those towards the tail end. Jordan White missing some time because of it. Jace Wilder thrown in at quarterback towards the end. Heard Wyatt Mills maybe dealing with some injuries at times. But these guys all giving it all the way through. And so to the senior class, we say thank you for the time that you've spent with the program. And thanks for a fun 2022 season, despite the win-loss record. There will be a lot of returning guys next year for Roseburg football, so it'll be exciting to see what the program has in store. They took their lumps this year, but you hope a young team takes their lumps and learns from it going forward. The high school football season not done here on The Score, though, and on the radio. We're expecting to be able to bring you Oakland football on I-101 FM as they get ready to begin the playoffs next week. Also, we'll be paying attention to see about maybe trying to bring you some other high school football here on The Score. Stay tuned next Friday night, Oregon State football here on the Score, but we, as we make our way through the postseason, might have an opportunity to bring you some more high school football before things wrap up here in 2022. So stay tuned for that. And for all you Roseburg fans, coming up next, it'll be basketball season, and we'll have coverage of Roseburg basketball with you here on the Score. So stay tuned for that. More details to come. Want to say thanks to all of our sponsors that help make high school sports here on the radio and on the video stream possible. Mainly want to say thanks to the Cow Creek Tribe for sponsoring the video stream this fall sports season. Want to say thanks to a lot of folks that help make it all possible as well. Head coach Dave Heiberger of the Roseburg football program, athletic director Russ Bolin. Want to say thanks to them for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg High football here on the Score. Want to say thanks to all of the coaches in the conference that spent time talking with me throughout the season. It was really nice to make those connections and get that information on the radio for you throughout the year. To all the folks that volunteered time and helped us out this year, like Josh Nelson, Angela Keyran, Carter Stedman, and who am I forgetting? There's probably more. Clayton Brelledge helped me here recently as well, jumping back into the booth. Want to say thanks to all of those volunteers that spent time with us here in the booth, helping out, running things on the video stream. Want to say thanks to all the board ops back in the studio, like Grady Hamilton and Brenton Cranford, for running things on the radio side for us here tonight. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast and all season long. Because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keyran. It's been another great football season. Despite the results, we had a lot of fun doing it and had a lot of fun bringing you high school football this fall here on the Score. We look forward to the basketball season coming up, but for now, we say so long as Roseburg High School football wraps up the regular season with a loss against Grants Pass, 49-26. Have a great rest of your Friday night, everybody. I'm Joey Keyran for 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.